Yo, people, and welcome to For a Different Lens podcast. I'm your co-host, Joe.
I'm Dej.
And I'm Jacob.
And right now we have I would say special guest, but I'll be lying, you know. Now a special guest joining us today. Very special guest, I should say. Is that better for you?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Would you like to introduce yourself?
Hi guys, my name's Denice.
Oh, right. This energy is fake.
Wow. I was about to say, that one energy I was hearing before.
Fake?
Yeah, you asked me to introduce myself. Hello everybody, my name's Denice.
There we go.
Nice to meet you.
There's the real Denise. There we go.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, and thank you for joining us. Really appreciate it. Obviously, when we start off episodes, we like to check in with each other, see how everyone's week's gone, etc.
Love that.
Saw these bastards a couple of days ago, so I don't really need to check in with them again unless something has changed. But how are you doing? How's your week gone? How's your month gone so far?
Oh, something with me?
Yes.
Oh, love that, because I'm a guest. So, how's my week? It's been a good week. Like, September's been a really good month, to be fair. I've got a new job, yay me.
Congrats.
Thank you. And yeah, like, I feel like when somebody asks you how your week's been, it's like, I can't even remember everything that's happened this week, but it's been a busy one, but a productive one. And yeah.
To be fair, it doesn't just have to be a week. It could just be anything that triggers from your month.
Yeah, like
general.
I think it's been positive. Obviously, the weather change. It's Sickle Cell Awareness Month as well. I mean, I feel like we're gonna get into that anyway.
Yes.
I have sickle cell, blah blah blah. But the weather change is not great for me personally. So like, yeah, not happy about that. But yeah, it's been a good time.
To be fair, I was saying to the boys midweek that literally this time last year, looking at memories, and it was proper warm.
It was so different because I got Snapchat. I feel like, I don't know what day it was, but it was like the hottest day of the year.
In like
this
September,
time,
yeah,
in September. Because I'm getting married next year. Yay! And we.
So it's Dej actually.
Yeah.
Oh, is it? Congratulations! What? Do we talk about dates?
Yeah. No, not dates, but
not dates, but we'll talk about it.
Okay. So we're getting married in September because that's when our like anniversary is anyway. And we were like, yeah, obviously September is usually like fair weather. Like you can be out of the woods for that. But like this year is just kind of put that to, not quite sure.
Hold on, is that giving you cause for concern for next year?
Yeah, because last year was hot. This year it's raining. Next year I need sun again.
overcast. Might be just middle ground.
No, I need sun.
Yeah, but do you know what? I think no day in the UK is guaranteed for
That's true.
certain type of weather anyway. 'Cause
That's true.
What kind of summer did we get this year?
Yeah,
I
but
don't think we got one. Did we get one?
no, but remember that's because last year it was hot till September.
True.
Yeah.
So-
last summer was hot.
Yeah, it was hot for too long.
Last year.
Yeah, it was hot for way too long.
I'm talking about summer this year, bro.
Yeah, that's why there's no summer, because it was hot for way too long last year.
Then next year the balance will come.
So
Yeah.
we paid interest for last year.
It's just giving global warming, isn't it?
Do you know what's magic? With her, mad in a good way, her wedding invite, she literally, when she sent it to me, exactly a year to the day for next year. But I didn't clock straight away. So just for argument's sake, if it's the 14th. And then later on, because I was messaging her, I think about this. And I was like, oh shit, yeah, this is typical Denice.
To be fair, not a lot of people clocked that. There was a few people that were like, it's literally a countdown. I was like,
clock.
yeah, I did. It was intentional. I like doing stuff like that because it's just fun.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It's so you.
Yeah. But I'm excited. So yeah, as I said, September's been a good month.
Nice.
Long may it continue.
It's interesting how we started anyway, because we actually had a link up basically before the episode started.
Yeah.
The people don't know. But we managed to figure out how we all actually know each other from some walk of life, which is so
Wild.
weird.
So
London is
basically, Denice walks into the room, everyone's like, oh, know each other, and then boom, bam, damn. So yeah, it was, there didn't need to be no introduction, all that jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this world is very small. Be careful what you do in this world.
Honestly,
She-
so small.
You know what? That's a great starting leading point to something. Be
ahead,
careful what you do in this
Oh
world.
God.
Shits and gigs.
Oh,
Be careful what you do in this world.
Boy.
Because you see sometimes in life, it'll come back and bite you in your ass. And that is what's happened to them.
You call them up to the front row, you know.
No, they deserve everything they're getting right now.
And it's funny you mentioned them, as you can see, I've got my drink for this because I know our guest Denice. When was it this year or last year? Whenever it was.
Yeah.
I know you went to their show.
Oh, okay. See, that's what happens when people follow you on Instagram. Like, you need to stay out of my business. So, yeah, okay, yeah, I did go to the show. Yeah, I did.
No,
Yeah.
obviously you're a fan of them, innit?
Okay, yeah.
Hey,
I
why are
am.
you getting defensive?
I'm not getting defensive. I'm not. I did go to the O2 show. I did, yeah.
When was it? Was it this year or last year?
It was this year.
So you paid your good money to go
Yeah,
and watch them.
I did.
No, bro. I think we spoke about. We didn't speak about it on the pod, but when we were speaking before one recording, I was like, people were flying from Europe to come and watch.
Yeah.
them.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, no, to give
people were
context,
flying.
yeah. Like, so I can't even remember when I started following them, but a main reason as to why I started following them is because I like the structure. I like the structure of their pod. I feel like it was very almost TV show-esque. It was very, you could watch it every single week and know what you were going to get. Like they opened with a question. They did a dilemma. It was a quiz or some sort of something to be interactive. And I know that because James always says like he's like super into podcasts, so he almost studied it like as a thing. Like that's he like convinced Fu how to do it and blah 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 blah. So I feel like the way in which what differentiated them for me was the fact that they kind of set up their pod like a business. And I feel like this is where they've gone wrong, because for me personally, I didn't necessarily watch them for them, if that makes any sense. I'll try and land. I don't feel like they injected much of their personalities, as in what they believe, into the pod. Because it was so structured. It was like, there's a question of the week, and then they do these exaggerated, like, oh, if I that was me, and if I was, and it's not really if James or if Fu had. It was like these exaggerated examples.
Yeah.
So
Cool.
characters.
I'm not surprised at this outrage. And that's why it's so funny, because like obviously it's been everywhere. Literally, I was in the car, BBC News, white.
Yeah, I
BBC
was.
News.
Really?
One
Yeah.
thing BBC News, they
Like-
literally like to capitalize.
I never expected it. So I've been talking about it all week, like with my fiance and stuff like that. And he was just like, you're going to need to answer like to your friends because you were watching it. I was like, I'm not surprised that this happened, because if you watch them like and you pay enough attention, like,
This is what you
The signs were there.
I mean, glaring, like, and obviously all these like older clips. Like, I wasn't following them. Some of these clips that are coming where the production is like obviously
Yeah.
when they first started. I never watched them then. I watched them when they like had put their structure together and stuff like this. And all of these other new things are coming out, and I'm just like, yeah, like, really, guys? They went to a different country. They got flogged. That's what happened.
Yeah.
They
thought
flogged them, and
I think they went on the wrong pod, you know.
To be
But
fair,
that's
you
them,
know,
though.
You know, do you know about the flagrant? Because I know you know about it.
Because
Yeah,
that
he
pod I watch anyway, and you see the stuff that they say on there, yeah. They say those kinds of things about everyone all the time, but it's up to the guest, yeah, to kind of stamp it out. Otherwise,
Yeah.
it'll go far.
it's a
Because
problematic
all of them
pod.
are comedians.
Yeah. So they
The two major people there, Akash Singh and Andrew Schultz, they're both comedians.
so they get away with saying anything.
Yeah.
I mean, do they? I think that there are problematic podcasts, like with or without, who like there's Andrew
Yeah,
Schultz.
even without the guest,
without the
it's
guest,
mad.
I personally think their podcast is problematic. Like, racist jokes are not funny.
No, they're not.
just not
But
funny.
they've got a market for it.
Yeah, I mean,
Because
that's their main source, like that's their source of income, like that.
Yeah.
The way that's their thing.
I think I saw a clip the other day from the artist Russ, the American one, and I think he was on it.
He was on it.
And then he said something about like how white people capitalize on like black trauma,
I
and
saw
stuff like that. And
Yeah.
but it was just a clip, so I didn't see like the full outcome of it. And
Yeah,
stuff like that.
I think with shits and gigs, like, it's just what I find interesting is that when Andrew Schultz came to basically laugh at them, I was just like, this is getting
I know.
crazy. Like, you've gone there, what's happened has happened, you've been embarrassed, you've apologized, and now the man has come back to say, "Oh,
Yeah.
were you really that?" It's like, "Oh, this stuff is not
But
stopping."
I fully got his comeback
Yeah, they
Because-
should have
Oh
never
yeah, of course.
because they tried to throw him under the bus.
said that. We said skip loads of times. Or we
Oh
said,
yeah,
but
when they were like,
next
"Oh, let's
question
move
loads
on,
of
let's
times.
move on."
Like,
yeah.
because they basically, I think James put the onus on Andrew Schultz by at the beginning saying, "Oh yeah, like it was a racist comment, blah blah blah, all that jazz." So obviously, if I'm Andrew Schultz, if that's the first thing I'm hearing, bro, I'm ready to fire back. You get me? And
I get what you mean.
like-
Especially if you're a comedian.
Yes,
and he'll
And-
fire back quick because he's got his platform.
yeah, bro.
He's got the most followers.
Like from when he said, "Yo, the editors or producers asked for this to be cut out, blah blah blah," but didn't ask for anything about black women to be cut out.
You already know.
Yeah,
You already
that
know
was
what
the
it is.
smoking
I was
gun,
like,
mate.
boy,
You know
I
what it
bring
is.
more fuel to the fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the smoking gun.
They should have never released an apology video
They
You
had to
think
though.
so?
No.
because it wasn't
It wasn't genuine. It wasn't genuine. It was not a genuine apology. but they
I
have
just feel like I would have preferred if they just were like, "Look, we were pussies in it. We laughed.
That-
we went
that's my thing.
Like just and like because my thing
Own
is my thing is let's be real, right? You laughed because you found it funny.
Right.
Okay? Like that's the bottom line.
Yeah.
You laughed because you found it funny. Even if you were uncomfortable, which cool.
They weren't uncomfortable.
Even if
Now,
like,
to
no,
be
but
fair, I
let's
think
give
Fu had he
Yeah.
slightly was
yeah, no, let's
because
give
I feel
benefit
like
of the
if
doubt.
you're in
You can
those
hear- you can-
situations,
you
yeah.
can hear an uncomfortable laughter.
No,
No,
but like
but it
he
was-
pushed back quite a bit.
Yeah,
I watched
it
like
was.
a longer clip,
in-
or he basically said, "Well, that's your opinion." It was basically
Well,
along
that's
those-
when he was talking about Nigeria.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
That was a different part. But this is
Nah, I
my
hear what
point.
you're
That might have
saying.
been a
this is
bit
my
too
point.
far for it.
No,
though.
exactly. This is literally my point.
I hear that, I
That's
hear
my
that.
point. It's like if someone makes a joke, right? Like, "Oh, your mum's ugly," and you're actually offended by that, like you're not gonna go ha ha ha. And then you don't laugh. Your instinct is not to laugh.
Yeah.
Meaning
You start messing
you're
up camera equipment.
Exactly.
No, that's you though.
No, but I think everyone. Okay, if someone makes a joke about you, that
No,
you don't, you don't,
up to a point where you feel like, oh, like, this is uncomfortable.
yeah, you don't.
I
you
hear
don't
that
laugh.
part, but
You'll
also,
crash the whole
The
set.
flip side for me is like, for one, if you're going on something, obviously I'm not saying that's gonna happen, but if you're going on something where you'll see it as like a big opportunity, I think your instinct is to think, all right, cool. You're naturally gonna be positive, like
Yeah,
give
of
positive
course.
reactions. Do you know what I mean?
I do.
So
I do hear you,
sometimes
though.
some
I
people
do hear
then
you.
realize after, okay, shit, I might have messed up in this situation and stuff.
I don't know. See, that's where I don't agree.
No,
I
no,
feel
I'm
like-
not. I'm not defending them.
No, I know.
I don't-
Get that before they take your man away. They don't want none of you lot to have
I
money
got
anyway.
4 sisters and I love them. All right.
No, but like, I get being uncomfortable in a situation, but your immediate reaction shows how you feel,
Yeah,
right?
no, sure.
Like, so if it's a joke that is too far for you, even if the initial thing is to laugh, because even let's take in that same clip when he like called him like double slaved or whatever, his first reaction, he didn't laugh. He went, he threw his arms back, covered his face, and went, fuck. That's somebody that's uncomfortable. But when it was the black woman joke, you lifted, laughed, and you didn't come back and be like, actually, nah, you're... Because even if you could have... They could have easily laughed and been like, nah, you're actually boying it. Like, without throwing cameras, they didn't need to be rude. Like, they're smart. Like, they've both been to uni. They've got a great podcast that is now doing
worldwide,
O2.
yeah.
They are
Doing
smart
American
people.
tour, bro.
They did more in America than they did here. They are smart
Yeah, but
men. So they could have easily got themselves out of that situation and laughed. If they laughed as a fright or flight, that they said, if that was your initial reaction, you should have thought, I'm bringing this back ASAP because
They
the
didn't wanna
money
get
was
themselves
falling
of
out of their hands.
it. They didn't want to get themselves out of that situation.
And that's the point.
they were
That's
happy with what was said.
And that's the point. That's the bottom line. And that's
Because
why I feel like their
It's a shame.
apology...
It's a shame.
Their apology...
Damn bloody shame.
No, their apology should have just been like, do you know what? Like, we were pussies. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I thought that it was like, we thought we'd get away with it. I really wish they just said that. Been like, I'm not, because if what Andrew Schultz is saying that there was other stuff that they wanted to take out and did take out, etc., they should have been like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, yeah, we messed up. Like, not. Yeah, the apology should have been.
I just think it was funny when like their old videos started circulating.
Yikes.
That's the beauty of Twitter/X.
Boy.
It will always bring you back down to earth
Yeah.
if you're
Quickly.
a regular user of it, or
Yeah.
if you like produce stuff on it. And just like them speaking of I think one of their quotes is, if you were a black woman, you wouldn't get black men anyway.
Yeah, that was wild.
And stuff like that.
so
And I was
that's
like,
a
wait.
Wild. It's
I was
wild.
like,
No, but the
if you're making errors here and there, sometimes you'll get the benefit of the doubt. But it's not an error.
No, it's not an error.
And my thing was like their long-term like followers. Obviously, like you said, you weren't a follower from the beginning, and I know that anyway. I was just triggering you small. But like their long-term followers, what I said to Jacob, I was like, what had changed from then to what you heard in America? Like for you to now feel aggrieved about it.
But did they know?
Oh, what do you? Oh, so you mean like
Because
why
apparently,
now?
yeah,
like episode
apparently
1
for
to
like
100.
for some people, they'd always been aware of like
Yeah,
some
and
of the
I can
things
tell you
that
what
they
happened.
say.
I can tell you exactly what happened. When they started their podcast, first of all, as somebody that went to their show, their demographic is not, as much as the outrage is now, their demographic is not black women.
Can I stop? Can I ask you a question
Yeah.
then? If their demographic, so they didn't know their audience then.
No. They,
Have they
Here,
got a
in
lot
the UK,
in the UK?
they're
They've got a
in
lot
the
of
U-
black women in America now.
no, that's
Yeah.
what I was going to lead
But
on
most of
to.
their
So when,
audience is America.
yeah, so here in the UK, that's what I'm saying. They thought they could run to go on the plane and not have to answer to what happens when you
Yeah.
come home. That's what happened. Here, when I went to their show, like I was like, oh, wow, this is a really eclectic crowd. Like it was very, very diverse. Like there were people that traveled from like
Bro,
Quay Island.
Yeah, bro.
Like in the valleys.
Bro, there was
It's not that far.
I know, I thought you were there somewhere.
I didn't go like Middle East.
On that
valleys.
one, I saw like a couple like Eastern European people actually flying for, because I actually went on their reposts of like the people that were flying
Yeah.
over, and I was like, raw, people are really like coming from Europe. Obviously, I saw the island, that's not far.
No, but I couldn't think of. Basically, I
No,
wanted to
you're not
say,
wrong,
I wanted
though.
to-
You're not
a
wrong,
nice
though.
way to say there was just a lot of white people.
Yeah,
there.
yeah, yeah.
And I thought, oh wow, like this is like
Eastern European.
This is interesting.
Yeah, or different European countries.
Sorry, that's funny.
Please,
Quay
but like
Island, they
so,
use that.
I think what happened is that Black American women popularized them, because remember when they went super viral was because of they were making these like teetering like sus like comments, and they went super viral, and all the Americans thought that they were so funny because they were bringing like snippets of our culture to America. So Americans got this perception of what it was like to be a black Brit through them.
Okay.
So then they've now gone to America and made a flippant like era of talking on black women. So now people in America are like, bro, like what? So black women in Britain aren't offended by them. And it's like, no. They're not even our demographic. Like they're not speaking for us
Yeah.
over here.
Right.
And I feel like that's where they kind of went wrong, because that's why they decided not to take that part out, because they thought that
It was
they
fine.
would.
It was fine, yeah.
I don't think they represented the normal black British brother in London anyway.
No, they don't.
Because-
And that's the thing.
Because
They don't.
some of the things, I've only watched a few clips, but one of my boys sent me a clip the other day, and they were talking about slang in London, and they said something, and they're like,
I know what you're talking about, nitty.
yeah, and they were
Yeah,
like,
that was wild.
They were like, they don't understand that these
Yeah.
words weren't used. I was thinking, what London are you from? then?
Yeah.
They said nitty wasn't used.
Yeah, so
Huh?
they went on American pod. It was the American
Used it just
pod.
the other
Poor
day.
Minds. Was it on Poor Minds?
Is that the one with the two girls?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Lexi
So
and-
they
yeah,
were
yeah.
like, oh, we know one, we know slang. What about nitty? And they were like, nitty. Oh, I've never used that. And I was just like, this. And it's so funny that I'm having this conversation now, because I had the exact same conversation with my fiance. I was just like, it really irks me when people go to America and don't explain that there's so much diversity even within our black space. Like, yes, you're from London, but South London is its own thing.
Oh,
okay, like this part of like,
Trust me.
like you can't tell, because now everyone in
trust me,
America
you're not
thinks that.
He's not even from South.
South London.
But are you really from South?
Yeah, he is.
Are you mad?
Why?
Nah, he's South through, mate.
No, but it's,
I give it to him.
But this is my point.
You ain't got no
We're so
choice.
But we're so different. But I feel like you have to give us that context because we do that with Americans. We understand that the people from Atlanta aren't the same as the green juice drinkers in LA. So because we're obviously a smaller island, when a big podcast like ShxtsNGigs goes to America, everyone's like, oh, this is Britain, and they watch Top Boy and it's like, oh, this is London experience. It's like, no, it's not. And I feel like they had a responsibility to be like, oh, well, we're from this part of London, and do you get what I'm saying? I don't know. Maybe I'm asking too much of them. Well,
Hertfordshire. They sound like I'm being probably stereotyping right now.
No, so James is from like Luton.
Yeah, see, them man not from London. You don't even claim it.
No, and then I think
Luton is not London.
No, Luton's not from London, obviously, but I think
from the airport.
London.
I don't know. I think
I'm sure Hertfordshire based.
But I think Fu had grew up in like somewhere in London. Like he's also like lived in Nigeria. He's had more of like a
diverse experience.
Yeah. But I just feel like. Yeah, I don't know, man. It's sad. It's a sad situation. Boy. I had to unsubscribe. It's sad.
Do you know what's bad, Jen? This week or this last week, I've clicked on their stuff this last week more than I ever have in my whole life or come across their stuff. Just to see the comments like on Twitter, because like there'll be, I think like there was like 2 days on Twitter, for instance, they didn't post anything, and I think they posted something today. And then
it must be stressful though.
And I'm like, but
you brought it up on yourself.
The heads must be so hot right now.
Like, do you know that type of like pins and needles?
How do you carry on?
You brought it upon yourself. If you choose to do this, expect what happens with it.
Do you know what's funny with you saying like how Americans might feel how the black community here is represented? Ryan Clark was speaking about it on The Pivot.
Yep.
And then obviously, he was speaking about like
he had a good 5-minute segment.
Oh, is he the
ex-NFL player?
Yes, and he's got yeah.
And
crazy.
He was just basically paraphrasing, like speaking about black women's culture in America, etc., all that jazz. And I was so close to going in the comments saying, bro, those guys do not represent the mandem on ends. Simple. And usually, it's only recently I started commenting on people's posts on Instagram. I rarely do, but that one I was very, not triggered, but I was like, bro, like the reason why Ryan Clark is accurately talking like or defending black women this way is because of how they've allowed us to be represented. If that makes sense.
And
I'm
that's
like, bro,
frustrating.
they're far from a represent. I don't know man like that when I was growing up. No offense to them.
I still don't know man like that.
No, but do you know what it is?
I think by default, as we've gotten older,
you met.
But they're putting like those are the code switchers.
Yeah,
so they're not really.
Everybody has to
I'm sure.
No, I know, but those guys aren't code switchers. They are like that.
Yes, exactly.
I'm talking about
because that's what I was just about to say. If you look at the reason why that was able to happen, right, is because their team does not look like me. Right? No. They ain't got no black woman editor. They ain't got no black woman producer. They ain't got black women around them. Because if there was a black woman in that room that was either one of their gal, one of their producers, a manager, a friend, and that joke was made, are you not looking around and going, that's not funny? Because the person you're offending is right there. Yeah. So the people that they interact with, at the end of the day, I don't know. I've seen that their manager is their brethren from uni or like she's part of their team. A white woman. Absolutely fine. That's how you've grown up. So that's why you weren't offended. That's why you laughed. So say that in the apology. Just be like, do you know what? We were massively ignorant to like, don't say, oh, we should have protected you, because you don't actually even really know what that means to protect. Because what are you protecting? Like because if you want to uplift the black community, it's not just simply us being your audience and giving you your clicks and saying yes and calling you daddy and all of that. It's, okay, are you employing us? No.
Yeah, no, sure.
So...
Yeah, they're not showing any type of protection.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think it's a mad situation. I hope they learn. I mean, I say that, but I don't believe that anything's going to change, to be honest, unfortunately. Because we see it time and time again.
Jesus.
And
I mean, it is what it is. If they do learn from it, they do. If they don't, that's their business.
They've lost their core audience.
That's how
they've lost their core audience.
They haven't.
Do you not think they're core
I
audiences?
don't-
Not hair anyway.
So you don't think the majority, like, look how many millions of listeners they have.
In
That's
America,
what I'm saying, not here.
yeah, not here. I feel like overall they can dance again. Like even now, I'm pretty sure if we go in the comments, like I even saw some black women in the comments being like, "Oh no, guys, like don't cancel us. They're our daddies. Yeah, they didn't mean it." And I'm like, "Oh my god!" Like literally, I saw like one of them was like, "Oh, they didn't mean it. Oh, the people that were here from the beginning, no, they didn't mean it." It's like, "Oh, sis, like please wake up." But that's why I know it's so divided. They haven't lost. They haven't. They will
She said
dance
they are
again,
daddies.
and it's fine. Like, genuinely, if we go in the comments right now, there's people there that are gonna be like, yeah, and it's fine.
Sure.
So it's okay.
To be fair, you're always gonna get like people like that,
Exactly.
regardless of the situation.
Exactly. So the people that are awake, and the people that are not stay asleep, and that's fine.
So that's you done.
Yeah,
shit,
I
so
mean,
finito.
not you. No, I'm joking. No, but genuinely, like, I'm not surprised by the situation, and B, like, yeah, I'm not getting what I wanted out of them anymore anyway. So,
Katt Williams said it'll be the year of the truth.
Katt didn't lie.
Katt didn't tell a damn lie.
Katt did not lie.
Yeah,
boy.
still happening and things are still getting exposed.
Because the diddler's on the loose.
Listen, ShxtsNGigs, you've had your time now. Diddy, come to the front.
I said the diddler's on the loose.
Well, he's
The
not on the
diddler's
loose no
on-
more.
not on
the
the
diddler's
loose.
been captured, in fact.
been
He's
captured.
been captured.
He has been captured.
Nah, hey, what is wrong with like these really wealthy people and because it's mad because I had the news on in the background today and Mohammed Al Fayed he passed away last year, the Harrods owner,
yeah.
and his allegation trial or whatever was, or like the victims were speaking today, or victim and her lawyer, etc. And I'm like, bro, like, what is wrong with these men that
So
have
they've got more money
so
than
much
sense.
money? Yeah.
When you got too much money and you don't have any sense, what are you gonna do?
I was
A
literally,
baby oil and lube room.
bro, Mohammed Al Fayed, bro,
That's what he does, yeah.
his thing was he's in Harrods or wherever in his dungeon. He's got Viagra on him. Then
Wait,
he's
wait.
calling staff off shop floor.
In Harrods?
Yes, bro.
Wow.
Well, I didn't hear about this one.
Bro, I saw that part onto it, so it might be like, but I was but
Dungeon
it's validated. Huh?
In Harrods.
West
It's
London,
wherever
Knightsbridge.
he was that they said he'll be when he's in London. Apparently, yeah, he's calling like staff off shop floor, so I presumed it was Harrods and stuff like that. 'Cause,
That's a mad thing, you know.
like, I was watching the
Just be working
attorney
one day
or
and then you
lawyer.
get called to the...
yeah,
Dungeon.
bro.
Yeah. I'm sad about Diddy. You know, I used to
I have to
love
resign then and there, man.
Bro.
No, I'm not sad about Diddy.
I mean, I'm not sad about it.
I've been knowing because Diddy's the only one still alive. Everyone around that man has died.
What are you saying? He sacrificed them for some lube and some booty oil.
Nah, Diddy's just done a madness, bro. Because how is he the only one out of his whole group, whole team, just living and enjoying life?
The Neo, innit?
Yeah.
Dodging bullets.
Bro, do you know this last week? People been. I think there's a tweet, a start of tweet saying, post your picture with Diddy or post someone's picture with Diddy and like all like celebs. Even Patrick Mahomes, he's deleted his tweet about
Has
Diddy the other day, but his tweet was like in 2014.
But he still went back and deleted it.
Yeah, and obviously it got captured.
Damage, what do you call it? Damage control or something like that? Or...
But everyone that's in that industry has taken a picture with Diddy.
Bro,
Or been
everyone
in-
here.
Yeah, because he's been everywhere.
In football Twitter here, they showed his picture of Alex Ferguson and the whole Man United squad. And they said, get them. They said, get them. I said, oh my
Those are
days.
your people still.
Mate, anyway. But,
Yeah, no. He's on. I don't know what they get. Well, they gotta lock him up and throw away the key.
well,
He's
on
on
the way
borrowed
here,
time.
he's on, apparently he's on suicide watch. That's what I was reading.
His
On the way here.
what do you call it? His bodyguard said that he would kill himself before, like, he's not going to. Like his bodyguard was like, he's not going to go to trial. I mean, look at what's his name?
Epstein.
Yeah.
Because apparently there's like all these conspiracy theories, but they were like saying how like because Epstein knew, like he was getting ready to talk about other people, that it would be mad.
Yeah.
Like for other people.
That's why
So-
everyone wants his stuff released.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I think basically Diddy's ex-bodyguard said that he feels like the same thing would happen with Diddy because apparently the Jay-Z's I can't say her name is a swear word, child. I don't want the beehive in the comments coming for me saying that girl with the headscarf, kill her. No, but allegedly,
She's not part of us, by the way.
allegedly, like this, like is like a needle in the haystack. Like it's pulling Diddy is like Hollywood is like Kalas, which is crazy.
I mean, when you have a room like that, yeah, you know that the secrets that are going to be exposed is just too much.
My thing is, like, I think I saw one video or whatever of the so-called raid, and I'm like, bro, this was definitely known about way before.
Oh yeah,
it was just a matter of time. I'm thinking, what did he do wrong to the higher ups?
What happened?
What's happened with his peers? Or obviously we'll never know, innit?
Can't you clean up? Get rid of everything.
Who?
Diddy.
But how? If he knows,
I feel like he has so much money. He knew it was gonna happen.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. That's what like. There's obviously something higher.
I feel like all those people at that level, they know there's a risk of it happening.
Yeah,
there's some form of secret society. It's just
what did you
do wrong? Yeah.
No,
how was it your turn? That's what I want to know.
No, they've been trying to get him.
But
actually, now you say it, I think it's because I heard somewhere.
Is this another conspiracy?
Yeah, yes, but I heard that it's because Cassie's NDA ran out. So this is a year where her it meant that she was allowed to talk.
Yeah.
So I think that's what happened. That's what changed it in terms of like the Cassie thing was what was going to spiral it. And I think the higher ups most probably knew, okay, this is coming to be damaged. Because like he lost his deal with like Diageo, Early Doors, with the Ciroc situation. They wanted to distance themselves from him ASAP, like even before Cassie. And then
who's Ciroc?
Yeah, because you know Diageo owned Ciroc.
Okay, yeah.
And he was like massively in bed with them. And
maybe literally.
Maybe.
Maybe
figuratively or literally.
Maybe literally.
Who knows at this point?
Do you know who's getting it the most? Meek Mill.
I knew it.
Oh my gosh.
They are killing him.
Bro, that security thing was mad. He's getting
corned.
But like, what happens next though? Because like someone like Meek, like, what actually happens next for him? Like,
the worst thing, he tweeted the other day.
Meek has to shoot him up.
Yesterday.
Shoot who up?
No,
he was willingly there, my brother.
Bro, let me find his tweet. He tweeted something.
His reputation's done, bro.
No, Meek was willingly there. Did you not see them matching fits?
Yeah, like
matching fits. One of them is in his 60s and one of them is 30s plus, bro. You shouldn't be wearing matching fits with no man at that age. And then they had the duo from Game of Thrones.
Oh, really?
In between them.
Wow, Tyrion Lannister, you know.
Oh my god,
bro, everything.
The debauchery of it all. Jesus.
Yeah, I don't know what Diddy's on.
Yeah, it's so sad. It's just scary because apparently there's just like so many victims and so it's just actually a mad situation.
That's the peak part.
Yeah, like it's god.
Yeah, because we haven't heard from any of them really.
Not yet.
Not officially. Yeah.
Not yet.
I think someone else came out, but like say they were a victim of it like last year. Or I can't.
Dawn Richards.
I don't think it was that name.
Yeah.
I would have remembered seeing that.
Usher needs to come out,
bro.
Ooh, Usher.
I saw a video yesterday.
Trey Songz is part of that.
Diddy said they were wrestling for the Frosted Flakes.
They said that Usher really did something with Justin Bieber. Like Diddy and Justin messed up Justin in some sort of way.
Ah no,
bro! All of it's connected.
Even if you see like Justin Bieber,
I got Usher tickets.
Have you?
Yeah,
I'll be there.
They've been trying to convince me.
I'll be there.
This is why I'm not getting, and this is why my spirit told me not
bro,
to.
Anyone you go and see from America right now is being in bed with Diddy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not literally, maybe. Yeah, not literally, but I'm just being.
Allegedly.
That was Meek's tweet and other news. I bought a farm the other day. This was a couple of days ago.
Yeah, see him?
Other news?
He goes, in other news, I bought a farm the other day.
No, it's getting crazy. It's actually getting crazy to us.
He's finished, man.
He's done.
You guys need to watch Jaguar, right? She be telling the business, child.
I just want to know about how long it take you guys to get through a bottle of Baby O?
Literally, I thought that when that news came out, I was like, I've got one little, the little one.
Yeah,
I got one and
that's wild, bro.
I just want to know, bro, because a big bottle of Baby O might take you 3 years.
Like
3 years to get through. 1,000.
I can't remember the last time you even used that product.
It's true.
Johnson's,
even
it's
really
not good for
your
you.
skin.
It's been fine for mine.
The only thing I know about Johnson and Johnson is that the dividends from that company is very good, and that's it.
Yikes.
But
Yeah, it's a long day. It's just, yeah, it's scary.
like, who does that order? Who presses send?
Somebody.
Who goes
in-
and
All of that,
bro? Like,
Somebody.
if I'm working in whatever shop or warehouse and I'm stacking, that's a madness.
and then you see the order come through,
Bro.
Sean Diddy Combs.
It must be a shop.
Even
plus
like-
the name's not gonna be there. Actually, he might own it.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
even
I'm gonna see
imagine,
something.
Like being the FBI agents and walking into that room and be like, guys, we've got a situation in room.
How do you even describe it?
Yeah, guys, we've got
No, I feel like
Just
for
got
them,
baby oil
I feel
and
like
lube
for
head.
them it's right up their street because, like, in the sense that
Well, they're freaky
We
as
hit
well.
the
no,
Overload.
not the freaky thing. Like
boy.
the drama suits them.
Oh yeah, I guess so. It adds
It's like
to the.
it's like the FBI release information so TMZ can gossip.
Yeah,
You know
that's
what I mean?
true.
Like,
That's true. Because isn't
please
that-
don't come for me, but like, it's just,
Yeah, that's true because they don't have to say anything.
bro, like
It's so true.
it's literally a
Why do
private
they need
matter,
to
innit?
tell us about
Until-
when
it?
certain
it's not-
things come out, I was like, we did not need to know that.
Yeah, we didn't need to know about the 1,000 bottles. We actually didn't need
No,
to know.
no, we did though. That's
You
great
did? No, no.
information.
Someone counted that.
I'll be honest, that's great.
Someone counted that. How do we actually know the fact? Someone
Right.
counted that.
Yeah, I would have done that too, bro. That's good information. We
But they,
needed
they
that.
could have actually rounded up or rounded down. We don't know,
If they rounded down, it's ridiculous.
bro.
Listen.
But all I'm saying is like certain shit that comes out. Look these people up, whatever, but there's some things that the public don't need to know.
Freak offs.
Well, I'll be interested
Yeah,
to
that's-
see.
Well, this kind of news, sorry, like you said, just for the sake of what it was, we probably did need
No,
to know.
we did need to know,
Yeah.
but I'd be interested to see because this is federal. Technically, like, because I don't know if you guys have been following the YSL case. I don't know why it's something that I'm interested in. Don't know why. But, like, that's obviously kind of been televised. But because this is federal,
I feel like that's banter as well. The fact
What, the
that
YSL?
it's so televised and certain things
yeah,
that
it's
we
very bantery. Like, it's a very bantery case. But anyway, because that's been televised, but Diddy's situation technically shouldn't be. But America, they love their money. I feel like this is gonna be like the new like OJ situation
I'm watching
of our
every case.
generation.
100%. Bro,
They've been doing that live
the
on
numbers
YouTube.
that they're going to do is going to be ridiculous.
Crazy, yeah. They're gonna want that.
Whatever series or documentary comes out is going to be unreal.
No,
Yeah.
they can actually be in the courtroom and do it live.
Yeah.
Remember Johnny Depp?
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
How
But
that one
that
was-
wasn't federal though, was it?
I don't know, but that was live and it was a good case to watch.
Yeah, but when technically they need to like pass a few things to allow cameras in a federal case.
You've already told us
But-
about 1,000 bottles of baby oil. We're
Yeah,
all
we're
invested.
all locked in. Everyone's locked
We're
in.
ready
Everybody
to
wants to know
watch.
what's happening.
Bro.
Yeah, everybody wants to know what's next.
There's only one person I can think of that's really enjoying this.
Who?
50 Cent. Bro, he tweeted straight away with, what's her name? Oh, I forgot her name, actress's name. And just a cheeky caption is like, oh, you can see her. And he's holding her hand. We're both happy. Or some jazz. I was like, typical 50, bruv.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Because, I mean, I feel like him and others have said some warning signs over the years about certain people. But it's just how serious.
It's just giving that nobody's hands are clean. Like, we haven't had a peep from Hollywood. Everybody's hands are dirty at this point, and it's wild.
Yeah, from
That-
when someone has 30 plus years of being in the industry, and not even just being in there, being one of the top people
Yeah,
in
the guy, the go-to.
there. Oof.
That's it. With Drew Barrymore, he's like, here I am keeping good company, and I don't have 1,000 bottles of lube at the house. Look at the picture.
Let me see.
He just.
Outrageous.
50 Cent is the biggest troll, but you
do
gotta
you
love
feel? Do you feel like not even maybe worldwide, but in America, when you get to that kind of level, there's some side of like fucked up aspects, like for you to stay that high, for instance.
100%.
No,
Like 100%. There's no way. Like, I don't know. Is Diddy billionaire status? Or
Yeah.
is he?
Yeah, he's been a billionaire.
Genuinely,
Yeah.
they always say like billionaires are like all like
Yeah,
a
yeah.
bit.
I think yeah.
Like you can't be a billionaire and be like a normal person.
I just want to be a millionaire. Not even
Yeah,
a billionaire.
that's what I'm saying. Millionaires, they're calm. They
Yeah,
can still
but
be a
you
bit
say
sensible.
that now. If you're a millionaire, you want to be a billionaire, bro.
Nah, because that's when they start telling you to people, and then you're like, maybe I could, because you're so rich.
Yeah.
That's what I said. When you got too much money and not enough sense, that's when you start having too much lube in the house. Please, Jesus,
No.
like why,
You know
Diddy? Why? Like why is too much? Like it's too much.
Oh
It's
my goodness.
outrageous.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot.
Like,
Sad.
And he's got kids as well.
Imagine you're like a high A-lister or whatever, and you're completely innocent, but you have great affiliation with him.
How
You're
no,
not
you
completely
don't.
innocent.
You're
That's
not.
the point.
You
So
can't have great
you're not.
affiliation with Diddy. If
No,
you're-
but I hear what he's saying though.
All right,
We don't know.
Just for argument,
yes,
all right,
we do.
Just for argument's sake, yeah. Obviously, it's come out. You lot's mouth. You lot say every billionaires have fucked up to some kind of level or whatever.
I think you have to be.
Allegedly,
All right.
that's what I just heard.
If Michael Rubin invited you to his all-white party,
Nope.
are you going?
Something's going on at them places too. Sancho looked uncomfortable.
No, but the thing is, I think you can go, but like, because you're saying like affiliation in terms of like.
All right, no, I'm not talking about that.
What level are we
I'm-
talking?
yeah, I'm
like,
not talking
if you
about
went to a Diddy party, I'm not side-eyeing you. If you went to a Diddy
Yeah,
party,
yeah.
you most probably have a story. You most probably saw something, but you could have literally been like, "Yeah, time for me to go home now."
Yeah.
But if you're
All right, yeah,
real
all right, the
wearing
great
matching
affiliation,
outfits, what level are we talking about?
That guy's an interesting character. But yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like, if you've got some form of affiliation and you're completely innocent, like,
Yeah, then you're just.
like it's mad. Like,
It's
your
a
name's
long
gonna
day.
get dragged
It's a
because
long day.
a lot of people's names are gonna get dragged
But
to
I
an
think
extent.
A lot of them are.
Yeah, but
So many people's on chopping block, man.
I think a lot of them.
and
are
it's mad because people will
involved.
still listen to them, bruv.
Is LeBron James innocent?
No.
That's what I wanted to ask you lot. 'cause You lot said the millionaire thing. Michael Jordan, all them, and they're all billionaires. Sorry, they're all
But there's a way you
billionaires.
have to get into that circle, bro.
Oh, sorry. LeBron James is not.
Don't talk about.
He's
Goat
not
James.
innocent.
Don't talk about. Hey, no slander of Goat James on this spot. Because I'll cut your mic. I'll cut your mic.
No, I'm sorry.
Get
I'm
me?
sorry, but look, come on. No, come on. Let's have it right. LeBron James is definitely like it's a long day for him.
Yeah, you do.
It's a long
He was
day.
partying with Diddy via Zoom.
And the reason why I
Yeah,
said
but like.
No, if you're doing that, bro, you've been there.
that's your boy, man.
He partying
Oh,
via
what you're
Zoom.
saying in affiliation with Diddy? But like LeBron's cool with all the artists.
And
He's actually cool with all the artists.
reason
You have your
behind
good
it.
sunglasses
Yeah,
on.
didn't
Please.
you see Drake's child? Then he's dancing with Kendrick on stage.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. Like, he's cool with all the artists.
let's just put it like
I'm
this.
not defending.
Everyone's
I'm
gonna
just saying
defend
both
whoever
sides.
they like.
No, I'm not defending.
No, you're gonna defend who you
That's
like.
how you're defending.
I'm not defending
Same
him
with the
because
shits and gigs. People gonna defend them because they like them.
no,
You like
cause
LeBron,
my
you're gonna
my
defend
thing is like if you're like for instance someone as obviously big status in the UK etc. and then a footballer they're always like invited to their events blah
Right,
blah
right.
blah. Are you now gonna say oh yeah they're the one doing it?
No, because it's different with LeBron James and Diddy.
Obviously,
LeBron
in
James
terms
and
of
Diddy are
status.
brethrens. Like they are brethrens. Like come on.
I've
Like,
not really seen that.
Oh, come on. So you're blind.
I can't say that they're real brethren. He's tight with everyone. That's what I'm saying. LeBron's personality
He is
itself.
cool.
Okay,
Thank
well,
you.
Yeah,
Do you know what I
okay.
mean?
But,
Like my
okay.
thing is not. It's not inconsistent. Oh, it's this person. Then Diddy. He's like, oh,
Okay,
100 times.
fair enough.
LeBron's like, you can say LeBron's a beg with everyone.
Okay,
in,
fair enough.
Like in a
If-
positive way. That's how
fair.
I've always seen him. Like
That's fair, but then that's
everyone
the
says, oh,
point.
LeBron's too friendly with people.
True, but then this is what I'm saying. In the Diddy situation, these people need to denounce him now because these are criminal. Like he's a criminal.
And this is what I'm
So
saying.
if you don't,
like
Then
that
you're
means
involved
you're
with him.
brethren.
my
Yeah,
thing
yeah.
is
It's a lot of charges.
98.79% of everyone is involved with Diddy.
But you're just separating the 1% you like.
No, I'm not separating him.
Oh, is the LeBron
They're
James?
all involved. That's
Oh,
what I'm
okay,
saying.
okay,
They're
cool.
all involved, bro.
Okay,
So, because Diddy's worked with practically everyone, or everyone's been to his party at that level in America. So
Yeah.
they're all fucked.
Yes, confirmed.
So everyone delete their music and all their streams now.
Listen, I'm telling you, because it's getting so mad. That's why I'm saying Hollywood's gonna crumble because it's so mad that it's like if you don't denounce, you have at this point it's so wild that you have to sit on a side.
Yeah.
You can't, especially like someone like LeBron. He's got his own like brand that he needs to protect. He needs to basically sever ties, all of them. So if you don't, you just look mad.
No, it's true.
But who do you think people are actually gonna publicly come out and say like I denounce him in that?
They
kind
have
of-
to.
And that kind of
They
thing.
have to.
I feel like it depends who the first one to denounce him is.
Yeah.
If it's big enough,
Everyone
all the
will
rest
follow.
of it, yeah, all the rest will follow.
Like you have to. Everyone's got to.
And I think everyone's trying to see how this trial's gonna play.
Yeah.
So you're thinking he's gonna go walk free?
No, it's
There's not
even
enough-
that.
No,
It's probably
me,
that
and-
in
me,
terms of.
he goes. But these famous people that all follow him, like, what's their limit until when they see it's enough?
Yeah, they're
they'll be like, all right, cool, nah.
Well, they're all in crisis management currently. Like, they've all got their lawyers on speed dial.
So everyone right now is like us. We're just watching.
Yeah.
See what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
But everyone
if
signed the
somehow,
NDA, bro.
some way he does not go down, no one will say anything.
of course not. Or the people that have said it, or the people that have said something, you won't see him around no more.
Yeah.
That's it.
They'll
I saw
go.
someone tweet about him. Did he supposedly trying to kill Juice WRLD or something like that years ago or something?
What the hell is
I'm
going
like,
on?
bro.
earth is
People
going
were like, when it was attempted death on Juice WRLD's live, they said it was Diddy and all that jazz. Like, bro,
Well, didn't he blow up Kid Cudi's car?
that's it. Not Juice WRLD, Kid Cudi. Thank
yeah,
you.
they
That's
blew
it.
up Kid Cudi's
Yeah.
car,
Diddy's
and that's
been
in the indictment as well. The 14-page indictment.
See,
It's a long day for him. It's a long.
see, my
day.
conspiracies are true. She validated
No,
me.
but that is true. That is actually.
Yeah,
like,
that's the one that I saw, but I didn't know if it was 100%
Oh yeah,
true.
they've got the Cassie stuff in there. They've got the.
Yeah, that had to go. In
they-
there. How you kicking her across the floor like that?
Yeah, that was.
That's
All the
just
footage is just
tip of
coming
the
out,
iceberg, by
Like,
the
like she a
way.
Yeah.
footballer
No, but
that's
that, he
a
should have
free
gone jail
kick.
for that.
That's. But again,
But to them, it seemed like because he's such a high level, such a minor thing. Like it's
Dragging
crazy
a
how
woman
it's a
down the
minor
corridor,
thing.
bro,
Yeah.
and booting
No,
her
no,
like
that's
a
what I'm
football.
saying. It's crazy how it's a minor thing
Bro,
because
he
of
was-
his
he was
level.
booting
His
her, you know.
status, bro.
Like I was watching it thinking, nah,
This is
he's
real life.
got to go
real
now.
life.
That's way too. That's over the line. That's
Yeah.
way too much.
He's
Nah,
got to go
it's
now.
crazy.
But and then he went and disappeared in the Caribbean. I know he was hiding somewhere.
and that's why they didn't grant him bail because they said he's a flight risk.
Mm-hmm.
He gave them 75 million. I don't think you guys understand. He said, "I'll give you 75 mil.
Yeah, give me
if
that
you let
Abler
me
flight
go."
risk.
And they said, "No." They said, "Nah, you
Yeah.
can stay in jail."
Yeah,
he
see.
is finished.
Yeah, he's fighting for his life right now.
There was something that they say like he patterned or he organized, knowing he's gonna get sent to jail.
Yeah,
like
he
he's
get-
organizes all his
yeah, he
finances.
sold loads of his houses. He gave up all his and his kids' passports, like to show, oh no, I
Yeah,
promise I
that's
won't
it,
go
yeah.
anywhere, I promise. And even before this all came out, so before the Cassie civil suit came out, I don't know if you guys remember when he like gave back all his artist royalties.
Yes.
Yeah,
But what
yeah.
he forgot to tell us is that with the giving back of the royalties, it was actually only the streaming, so
You're still
nothing,
taking all their money.
not real money.
Yeah.
Secondly, they also, in order to get it, they had to sign an NDA.
Another one.
Bro, there'll be
So
NDA for
basically
everything
saying
that
they'll
happened,
never
bro.
speak on it. And there was only a few people that didn't, including Danity Kane. And you know Aubrey O'Day, she's been talking about this man for time. So yes. Anyway.
Yeah, one of them's been talking quite a
Yeah,
bit.
Aubrey.
Yeah.
She's the it's crazy.
Everyone got to get their last listens in of all this music.
I know.
Because yesterday I was making sure I ran through all the tracks just so I got my listens in because they're going to be gone soon.
Can we go through our playlist as well, just to make sure no one's I don't think no one's actually said.
We got probably some dids in there.
No, I don't think anyone said it on the song of the week. If someone has,
What,
it'd be
a
good.
P Diddy tune?
Yeah.
Remember, no, because Diddy's on tracks.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, he's produced tracks.
He's
Bro,
on
this
so
is what I'm
many
saying.
tracks.
99% of people
Ah,
in
my
America,
Biggie tunes, he's on it.
bro, they're
I'm still
finished.
listening. I'll be honest. I can't. Diddy was just whispering on some of these songs. I just drowned out of the back of my memory.
So that means we're still allowed to listen.
Yeah, he was just whispering. It's not like R. Kelly's and that when they're really at the forefront. He was whispering.
Yeah, R.
I'm
Kelly
listening.
was saying some crazy stuff on
Yeah,
his
no,
tracks.
no ignition, man. He's out of it.
Well,
But
Sha.
yeah, anyway, we'll move on from the Didda and his saga, and I think
the Didla.
that one, like, it's mad because it's funny, but it's not fun. Like the actual seriousness of it is
it's
far
mad.
from funny. The funny part is the whole baby girl aspect and all that jazz. It's like,
Yeah.
That's
like,
so
bro,
outlandish.
who does anyway? Yeah. But that, like we said, that's an ongoing thing. We'll probably speak about that when there's another major update.
Oh, yeah,
Or
this
see
is-
whoever gets back next. As Katt Williams said, this is the year of people getting finished, basically.
Truth.
But yeah, no. On a more serious matter, obviously,
Not serious, child.
this girl taking my shine. But at the beginning of the episode, you made it aware to us that it's Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and yeah, just wanted you to speak.
Why are we making it serious?
Make it All right, do it.
I'm joking. No, go on. Sorry.
Sickle awareness.
We're talking. Sorry. It's just got really serious. Really good.
I know. The contrast of the topics. Yeah, that one. Yeah, but like we're saying, Sickle Cell Awareness Month.
Yeah.
And somewhat, what does like, obviously you have sickle cell.
Yeah.
What does the month mean to you in terms of like how? Have you ever done anything in the month over the years of like, say, like trying to get the information out to people, etc.?
Yeah, so it's interesting. Like, I feel like I'm like the anti-advocate, because sometimes I'm just like, yeah, like I really want to talk about sickle cell, and sometimes I'm like, I don't want to talk about sickle cell because I have it, but I do fully understand the importance of talking about it. So I feel like most probably in more recent years have I like come to terms, for lack of a better phrase, with my like illness and what it means and how it impacts my life. I feel like when I was younger, I was very much like, oh, sickle cell is this thing that I have versus it's something I have. I always used to be like, yeah, I have sickle cell doesn't have me, or something like that. That was my phrase.
I can imagine you saying that.
Yeah, like I was very much like separated, but I feel like in more recent years I've like come to understand like the mental aspect of it and like how it really affects me on a like a day-to-day, just like even aside from the physical challenges and stuff like that. But I feel like it's really important to do what you can. Like that's why like this like coming to the pod today to like speak about it. Like I'm all for like having the conversations, because I think it's really important for us to like be in a place where eventually people are just like, oh yeah, like I know what sickle cell means, I understand it, like you can get it. Because I feel like, let's take other illnesses for example, like cancer. Like when somebody says cancer, everybody immediately knows the severity of it, they understand, you know, what it means. But I think sometimes with sickle cell, because it is an invisible illness, there's not a sign, there's not a oh, here comes the girl sickle cell, like man, there's none of that. Like, so
I feel like not enough people know about like
like
the
that's
extreme part of it.
It's people die,
it's
serious. So I think September is just a good way for everyone to like streamline, talk about it as much as they can. Like there's some real advocates, like really good advocates that like talk about it a lot, like have their pages are dedicated to it. Like the Sickle Cell Society is a great like charity. TSS, they're another great group that I'm like a part of, their WhatsApp group where like all sicklers get together. And like I just think it's a good time to, what's the word that I'm looking for? Unify and talk about it.
All right, but why like were you previously like hesitant on it, or like somewhat against being an advocate for it? If that,
yeah, I think I'm nervous to call myself an advocate because I have it. So it's like, I get it. I have to advocate for myself every day anyway. So it's like doing it in a sense where I'm like standing up and being like, I'm an advocate, just felt inauthentic to me, because there's some days where I genuinely wish I just didn't have it.
Yeah. Right.
So having to talk about it, it's just like, oh, give me a break. Like, I get it. I got it. Like, let's move on. But like, and I guess that's what I'm talking about in terms of like me coming to terms with like the mental side of it, of like me trying to kind of disassociate. I think that's why I kind of like have that feeling sometimes, but I fully understand the importance. And over the years, I've done things to make myself more comfortable with talking about it. So yeah.
I've got a question regarding dating with sickle cell.
Yeah.
Because how does that kind of work? Because I know I've met a few people with sickle cell, and they find it hard to date people when they tell them. Because they go, oh, I don't know if I can deal with that.
Not her, she's crazy.
Oh, I was about to say, maybe when I met my fiance, my now fiance, I said, have you got sickle cell? Like first date, I was like, have you got sickle cell? Because if you do, we are not. This is it. This is the first and last date. Because I'm not dating anybody that has sickle cell, because if we then choose to have children, I don't want to pass that on.
Yeah.
Right.
So that was an immediate veto for me.
What if they had trait?
No. Like I've got it. Like I've got
she's got it.
I've got the full on disease. So like dating somebody with the trait or the disease just doesn't make sense for me personally, because I just wouldn't want to. I wouldn't want to have a child go through what I go through.
Not in a rude way, but it puts the child at a big disadvantage.
Of course. Like I'm pretty sure. Like I mean, there wasn't a lot of like education around it when my parents got together. They didn't even know that they had sickle cell trait, because both my parents have the trait.
Okay.
And I've got we're a family of 5. So my oldest sister, she doesn't have anything. She's got all the good blood, I always say. My middle sister, she's got the disease, and then I've got the disease. Okay. And my parents didn't even know that they had sickle cell until my second sister was born, and she was like 5 or 6. And I found this out the other day because she was just really under the weather all the time. And they were just like, okay, like, let's take her to the hospital. Took her to the hospital. They were like, she's got sickle cell. And my parents were like, how she got that? They were like, I think it's from YouTube.
Right.
So they tested them and then realized that they had the trait. So it's like, now I'm aware, like it's a different time. I'm aware. So I just wouldn't. So like for me, when it came to dating, because it's such an big part of my life, I was just like, I have to nip it in the bud straight away.
Right.
So, and if it made you feel uncomfortable, even the question, then I know that it was never gonna work anyway, if that makes sense. So yeah.
No, that's interesting. I've never been asked, have you got sickle cell on the first date? So you know, that would be a mad question. Just
but still, a lot of us don't even know.
That's true, because that's another question. How do you kind of test for it?
So you can go to your GP. I don't know how easy it is, because...
Do you know what? I think I can answer that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was going to ask you.
I got it done last year, basically.
Did you go to your GP?
Went to a GP, just asked for a blood test for sickle cell. They literally refer you to a hospital, go to hospital, take the blood test, and like a couple of days to get back to you. Yeah. And then tell you your results. Yeah. So I got trait, but luckily my partner don't have it at
welcome.
All. Yeah. And I had no idea.
That's mad.
So you've been living with a trait for your whole life, and last year's you.
Yeah, man. Just living.
That's crazy.
Living la vida loca, man.
Yeah, no, he told me the other day, and then, like, I think it was somehow come up, maybe part of his agony uncle, innit?
Yeah.
But just before we were podding, when he was telling us about it, then that's when, I don't think, you would have clocked when I said, don't talk about that now.
Yes.
But I didn't say what it was. I just said, don't talk about that now, innit? Then wait for this conversation. Just like for him to actually state it here, innit?
Oh, interesting.
Obviously, he only told me like when recently as well.
Yeah, I only found out last year.
So your parents don't have the trait?
I don't know. I think one of them do.
Oh, okay.
I know my dad definitely doesn't have it, but I'm not sure about mum.
Interesting.
And then your brother doesn't have it at all, innit?
Don't have it at all.
So as soon as you found out, did he go and test?
I don't think so.
What about your partner?
I think he knew before I even went to go get the test anyway.
Knowing your brother, he would have done the test from when he was 18.
Ago.
Bro, his brother's so on job when it comes to full body MOTs, bro. Like all that kind of stuff from early.
That's it straight.
So what about your partner? Do you know if...
No, she's good.
Okay, yeah, there you go.
So you're good to go.
Yeah, man. It was gone.
All right, but how was like... Not your initial reaction, but how was like your feeling when you were first told about
what did you think?
I was like, oh, raw, really?
I can imagine that.
Okay,
as well.
Then that was it.
Did they not tell you like what?
Nah, man, they just rush everything NHS, man.
Yeah, it's true. It's true. I don't even know.
They're like, you got it. Have a nice day. Click.
Yeah, it's true. I don't even know why I asked, to be fair, but yeah.
It's like I was taking too much of their time for them to tell me my results.
Yeah, but that's the reason why, like, I'd say brought it up initially as well is because with sickle cell in the UK, in UK for instance, like it's only because I know people that have it. Yeah. Like one of my cousins has it, so I've known about it from when I was a child. Yeah. Then obviously once you became a big friend into my life, I've known about it since then as well, like to the extent as well. But like a lot of people like. I feel like now is when, I'm not even going to put this on the NHS for instance, but it's now like when it's more visible to them, or like they're trying to promote it more. Whereas like when we were growing up, because I'd known about it from earlier, I'm like, bro, this wasn't like talked about.
Oh no,
it wasn't publicized at all.
Definitely been
like,
a shift. Definitely been a shift in talking about it in my lifetime. And like I can even like from a perspective of someone having it, I feel like when I was like even at school, St. James great, at school, like I feel like I almost like hid it. Like also I'm lucky in a sense where when I was younger I didn't crisis as much. I didn't have to go to the hospital as much, so I feel like I kind of it was easy for me to mentally separate it, having the disease from like
your school life.
Like my school life, because it did interfere now and again, but it's like, oh,
it was bad, but it wasn't that bad.
Yeah, like
if you're off school, you're just like, oh, I was sick.
And I didn't have to. I didn't ever feel like I had to explain it to anyone. But then obviously, as you get older and stuff like to be genuine, because obviously you asked me about the timeline and when I started getting comfortable. I genuinely feel like when I started to feel like I had to face it was when I got with my fiance, because now, like, obviously you have friends, like you have your family and stuff like that, but like relationships, like intimate relationships, is literally like someone holding a mirror up to your face and being like, and like having to like somebody every day checking in, like, how are you? I'm like, Jesus. Okay, like I had to be more vulnerable to the reality of how I felt, because I had someone in my life.
I don't think you're giving yourself enough credit, because for as long as I've known you, I felt like you've always, to your friends, you've always made it quite visible in that sense. Like, and even though it's been hard at times, you've actually shared with like me or shared with us in general, like certain things about it. Do you know what I mean? So that's why I've always like, not known about it, but just been more conscious of it in that sense. Like, so I feel like give yourself a bit more credit. And that, like, I've known you for what, near 13 years or whatever. And it's always kind of been a constant, not in a bad, but do you know what I mean?
guess when I say, I feel like comfortability is different. So I feel like I've always been open, like, to speak about it with friends.
I've known you for 15 years, shit.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're just a beg, man. It's all right. I guess I can't get rid of you now. But, like, openness and comfortability, I think, are different.
Okay, fair.
Because I've always been open to talk about it. As I said, like, I've got, like, YouTube videos of being like, yeah, I've got sickle cell. Hi, guys. Yeah, I'm going to talk about sickle cell. Like, I've always been, like, able to speak about it, but being comfortable in terms of what it means for me.
Okay, fair.
I don't feel like until I had to like actually express, like, you know, when you're in a relationship, like your mood swings, your everything is your flaws. It's flaws and all, like literally flaws and all. Whereas like with friends, I can like kind of protect and be open about the things I want to be open about. But like waking up every day in pain, or like somebody living with someone that's like that's like it's just been different. So yeah, it's been interesting over the past like 5-6 years, like just how I've had to like deal with the mental side of it, let's say, because the physical side, I feel like the physical side is very in the moment. And, you know, when I'm in hospital, like, you guys come and visit me and stuff like that. Like, it's in the moment and it's pockets and it's a view like that. But, like, realizing that, oh, I feel this way because I have sickle cell, for example. Yeah. I have a problem with, like, letting people down because I know I have sickle cell, and I know that there's some days where I genuinely can't do it. But, like, I feel awkward to tell somebody that because you just saw me on the weekend and I look lit. But it's like, no, like...
She was drunk! She was drunk!
It's like, yeah, exactly. And it becomes like, because it's an invisible disease, it becomes this like awkward like paradox of people being like, is she really sick? Like, what's she talking about? Like having to like navigate that with myself has been really interesting for me.
Yeah, there'll be days like... FaceTime her if she's on spot. Like, stop lying, bro. Let me, man. I come back to college next day, innit? What you playing at?
Yeah,
do you know what I mean?
It's crazy. But yeah, everybody's experience is different, though, I will say. Like, people are like, because of the severity of the disease, like, people have a lot of like complications and different things that impact their life, and it's just such a big, broad disorder that it like affects everybody so differently. Which
Do you think the black community need to do more due diligence in terms of actually checking for these kind of things for themselves?
Yeah.
Boy, 100%, you know.
Yeah, well, obviously, speaking from first-hand experience.
Because, I got lucky, innit? Because if my missus had it, then it would have been a problem.
Yeah.
I said it was going, but it would have been a problem.
Yeah, I mean, you lot are too locked in.
Yeah,
Get
married.
Yeah, we're just too far gone now. But it should be something that should be discussed at least on the first date.
Yeah, 100%.
Because that affects everything that you potentially might have going forward.
I need to go and check if I got it.
Yeah, check it, man.
Well, I've had
it.
enough blood tests in my life. I don't think they would have told me by now. But
I mean,
I feel like if you don't ask for them, if you don't ask that specifically, they're just gonna brush past it.
yeah.
Speaking of awareness, though, there was a series that came out this year that really kind of brought awareness to sickle cell on a global scale. Supercell.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on how that kind of raised awareness for the disease to like the UK, to the world, to be fair? Because when I go around the world, people always tell me, have you watched Supercell? I'm like, do you actually know what Supercell means, or are you just watching it for the series?
Yeah.
So did you think it raised enough awareness for the disease, or do you think it's just a series that people are enjoying?
Do you even like the way it got portrayed?
Yeah. That too.
I'm glad somebody beat me to the question.
Hold on, wait. Let me think about this.
Let me top up my drink.
Let me drink.
Let me top up my drink.
Please, not me getting all ShxtsNGigs.
Shout out Vusa.
Hold on, wait.
Shout out our drink sponsor, Visa Vodka, Mary and all that jazz. Mazine.
So
I can actually drink today. I could have drank the other day.
wait. Okay, sorry. Do you want to ask me a question again? So I can just in case this needs to be cut.
Okay, as a first-hand user of first-hand user,
You're not-
first-hand experience having
He said, "Where is your needle? Where is your needle?"
from experiencing sickle cell firsthand. How did you feel about the movie the series?
The
Supercell
series. So
being
I thought
portrayed?
it was very good in terms of raising awareness for sickle cell. That is the headline of what I'm saying. I think
She
that
said the headline.
The headline.
yeah, that is the headline. I feel like it was really good, and I'm glad that it was used in that way.
Because sorry to cut you off. To people that have no knowledge of sickle cell, or limited knowledge, they'll be like, "Oh, okay,
Interesting.
yeah."
But I still feel like people didn't get that from the series.
Right. So
Some slightly.
So I'll give you an example, right? I feel like, have any of you guys watched The Boys?
Yeah.
So you see how what's the blue thing called?
Compound V.
Compound V.
Yeah.
In the first season, it was very clear what that was. Do you get what I mean? It was very clear. It's a fictional thing, right? Compound V is a fictional thing, but we understood it as what
it was.
as viewers.
Yeah.
I feel like the use of sickle cell wasn't quite clear in terms of, do these superheroes have sickle cell and that's what activates their powers? Or is it just a case that their parents had it, they got the trait, and then that's why they have... Do you get what I mean? I'm not clear on that. I don't know if you guys can... Are you clear on... Like...
I understand where you're coming from in the perspective you're talking about, in terms of like, we don't know what the actual power came from.
Yeah, like for me, it's like, if we're going to use sickle cell as the catalyst, we need to explain a little better what that means and what it is. Obviously, he did show, and there's so many different like layers to it, because there's budget, there's this is Netflix. He only got 8 episodes. It wasn't clear if he was going to get season 2. Like, there's so many opportunities for season 2 for this.
Just got to cram everything in one.
Do you get it? I get it.
Show the best of it.
One and
Right.
done.
Hopefully.
Literally, headline, let's get that out there. So I get that. Like, I think for me, I personally, look at me, I'm not a writer, but I feel like
You've written in your time.
I have, but I feel like what would have been good is if the the superheroes had sickle cell. They had sickle cell, and when they went into crisis, instead of what in real life happens, where you're debilitated as somebody that has sickle cell, I think because it's a fictional like sci-fi, it would have been good that when something happens that triggers their crisis, they get the superpower.
Right.
Do you get what I mean?
Right.
I think that would have been more powerful, because then it's like it would have literally done what he said, which was turning the power of sickle cell on its head.
Okay.
But I don't know whether or not that is what was supposed to happen, and it just wasn't necessarily told how it was supposed to happen. I don't know.
Ratman, get Denice on
Yeah.
for season 2 because
That's another thing.
It could have been a situation where they mapped it out and they thought, this might not catch on quickly.
Exactly.
That's
We
probably
don't
what
know.
it was.
Yeah, we don't
But we'll
know
have to
what.
find out from
And that's another question, because like for me, it's like, I mean, were there any people in the room, in the writers' room, that had sickle cell?
Well, then, surely.
I mean,
Surely.
I don't know. Like, I haven't heard that in like any of the press junkets and stuff like that. But like that would have been great. Like, let's have a session with some sicklers to find out, does this ring true? Like, does this work? Because they obviously depicted Tosin Cole's mum, his character's mum,
As having
having a
sickle cell.
crisis.
Yeah, that's why she in the mental institute. That's why she.
Yeah, so that
do you think that was the opportunity for them to like elaborate on it a bit further?
That I think that blurred the lines
Yes.
because she had that crisis, but she goes in that she has the power to do what she does.
Who? No, that's not Tosin Cole's character. That's the other one. That's Tosin Cole's mum. She wasn't in the mental. She was in some
She got put in the facility.
the sickle cell clinic.
Yeah.
That's the one I'm talking about.
Oh,
I thought you were talking about the one that's locked up. She don't have no powers.
Tosin Cole's mum don't have no powers.
I might be talking
Yeah,
about.
you're talking about the other one.
I'm probably talking about the other woman.
You're talking about the guy that disappears, mum.
Yeah, I am.
No, but she didn't have powers.
Yeah, she did. She did have powers. She did, but she got the one that got killed.
Yeah.
She had powers. Everyone in that facility had powers. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. The crisis breakdown. I thought that's what you meant in terms of that when obviously.
Yeah, no, but she didn't have a crisis. That part that you're talking about,
The very
when
start.
she was trying to
She's
leave.
trying to escape.
Yeah, I
Yeah, she
understand.
was trying to escape. She wasn't having a crisis.
Okay.
So I'm talking about when Tosin Cole's mum's character had the crisis in the sickle cell center.
Okay.
I said that if they didn't really explain
Why? I understand.
what that meant, it was just kind of like she had a crisis, and then Tosin Cole was like to his partner. I keep on saying, what's his character's name? Because I can't call him Tosin Cole's
I
character's
don't know
name.
his
Michael, I think his name is.
I actually forgot all their names.
The one that had the powers.
Michael
to go,
and Dion.
The one that had the powers to go.
Anyway,
everyone knows him.
the OG Power Man.
Yeah.
He then called his missus and was like, "Oh, I heard your mum had a crisis," and it's like, what does that mean?
You're right. His mum didn't have powers.
I know.
Yeah. No.
Welcome.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
Honestly.
They're welcome.
No.
No,
Do you know what? I was trying to work out which one you're talking about.
Yeah,
Mum didn't have
no.
powers.
His mum was the one that like she just came in, and I think that's just a bit of the confusion for me. But overall, like as you said, for somebody that I'm close to it, I have it, so maybe I'm looking with a more critical lens.
I think so.
Like, yeah,
But you
know
should.
what I
is
mean?
fair.
You should though.
Yeah,
Because
so
we
but-
had this conversation randomly, a few of us, and then that's when you chimed in and you were like, and then I was like, go on, say what's on your mind. And then when you further explained it, and this is what I mean, like, if you're not like well knowledgeable on it enough, or I just know the surface of it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I've always known the surface of it, but like when you now spoke about it, like, you know, wherever we were, and you went into depth, and I was like, okay,
Yeah.
cool. Whereas I just saw it from how people that don't know it,
Yeah,
it's
so
just,
but
all right,
from,
this is something for them to
Enjoy.
not enjoy, but like kind of do your own research on as well.
Yes.
exactly. So from that lens, absolutely did the job, because I'm pretty sure there's people that watched it and thought, "What's sickle cell?" But this is what I said giving the compound V example,
Right.
Because compound V is fictional.
Yeah.
Sickle cell is not fictional.
Yeah.
Right.
So you can't you can't blur the lines
Yes.
in that sense. You have a responsibility to make it clear what it is, and in order to do that, you have to consult the people that have it.
Right.
Which I don't know if that was done, because I'm not in the writers' room, but I can be right, man.
Yeah, right,
Hello.
man. Really can.
Yeah,
Like-
season 2's been greenlit. So
It's been
Yeah.
greenlit. Hello. Like,
true.
listen, we can have a chat, a coffee. No big deal. Like, give me a writer's credit, maybe.
and they can use that time to lean in on it a bit more.
But like, yeah, for the people that don't know Sickle Cell, maybe went online, this is like full circle as to why September and Sickle Cell Awareness Month is important, and doing things is important, because for the average Joe that doesn't know what it is, that typed in sickle cell, all the stuff that advocates do will come up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's why it's important to talk about it. So yeah, overall, yay, Rap Man.
Because,
Loved
like,
it.
Yeah, because overall, that's like the first sci-fi series done by a black Brit ever,
Like,
yeah.
Yeah.
and
And-
he chose to do it on sickle cell. Well, chose to base it around it.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Exactly.
there's, like, no other kind of series or movie
Like it. Exactly.
So,
It's a first.
And it was, I think
And it
it was
wasn't
fantastically done. I feel like he used his budget well. I feel like he done what he needed to do. Like,
Yeah.
it definitely done what it needed to do.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
do you know what it's the fact that it was, like, so on end, like...
Yeah, love
Yeah,
that.
you could
I love
literally
that.
see.
I
Oh,
love
yeah, you're
Love
looking
that.
Just driving through them. all
Bro,
the time.
what's the Caribbean shop in Peckham?
Daphne's?
Daphne's.
Yeah, yeah.
Bro, when I was at Prince of Peckham last month, I just across the road, I was like, I've known of Daphne's all my life. I was like, oh, as long as it's been, I was like,
Can I just put
and then when you were saying on the high street in Croydon,
Yeah.
so I was like, hey, rap man, well done.
No, but it's nice to watch things and see yourself in it.
Yeah.
But can I just say, just to like bring it back to what we were talking about earlier, you know why I said I wasn't surprised at the ShxtsNGigs thing? I don't know if you guys watched them, or you actually said you don't, but I don't know if you guys saw their critique on Supercell.
Oh,
No.
well, okay.
This is what I'm saying. People don't watch the show, so they should be
That's
surprised. They shouldn't be surprised. But
What, on
there was
ShxtsNGigs?
one
Yeah.
episode where they do like a review on stuff. So they did. This was after the Supercell hype as well. And they basically brought it up, and they were a bit like, they made a little comment about not being invited to the premiere, and I just thought that's weird, or whatever, left that.
It's not for you.
Yeah,
You're not the
it was
right
a
people
bit
to be
orcs,
there.
It was a bit orcs.
Yeah,
and
but they
orcsy.
think they are.
No, no.
Well,
Because they think they were representation, bro.
no, they're just in the
Well,
industry.
yeah, in the
innit? So they thought
that
they'd
as
get
well,
an
yeah.
invite.
No,
But anyway,
no, it's not for you. Sorry.
but there was like I think there was a comment on that. Am I making that up? I don't think I'm making it up. But yeah,
we love conspiracies.
I might be making it up. But I remember watching their critique of it, and James basically said something like, "Oh, how he basically made a comment saying that right now it's just the black people that are talking about it, and he'll wait for his like other like races basically to talk about it." And I remember thinking, it's funny because this is pre anything. This is pre any controversy that's happened. But this is why I say I'm not surprised at what happened, because to me, there's a way to critique our shows, and let's just have it right. Supercell is our show.
100%.
It's made by a black man. He's from Ends. Like, he is representing for us. So I don't feel like there's a need to highlight the fact that it's black people that are watching it.
Bro, it's mad.
I
Because
didn't
Why
like
wouldn't
that.
we? Why wouldn't we?
I didn't even watch. I don't think I watched the trailer until one of the men them said in the group chats, like, "You man, this thing called Supercell's coming out.
Yeah.
Go watch it." Blah blah blah. And I was like, "Do you know what? F it. You get me? Like,
Yeah, like-
and because it's rap man as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, he's been trying to do things like
Yeah.
this.
Blue
Exactly.
story.
Yeah,
He's always
man.
had the stories on it.
Yeah, and I just found it interesting that they took that opportunity to say that on their pod, because, and I think I remember
I mean, is James not the same one that said something about all his family, they're all marrying or into their white race, and he's the last one standing or something like that.
did he
I
say
think
that?
I saw something like that on Twitter.
Yikes.
It might be wrong, but apparently he's the last one standing. If he doesn't marry a black woman or get with a black woman,
ShxtsNGigs
like,
are going real low, boy.
their black lineage is gonna go or some jazz like that.
God,
So
That's a bad thing.
yeah, I don't know.
might be another conspiracy, but hey,
I just found
They're
that
done.
interesting.
I'm on the visa, baby.
I found that interesting that like they chose to like basically shit on it on their podcast in a roundabout way, in a like not so kind of. Yeah, it was interesting. So that was again just another sign for me that it's like there's the culture and then there's the culture.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I think like you said, the fact that they weren't invited.
That's what they
I
really
need to make
took
sure I
there.
didn't make that up. I don't.
It's
think
alright,
I
it's
did.
alright.
We're running with it.
It's alright.
It's the truth.
I don't want people in the comments saying
It's her truth if it's a lie. But if it's the truth,
It's
we're
our truth.
all owning it. You get me?
no, but yeah, it was just interesting.
So they just already said there's gonna be a season 2. Do you
Yeah.
think like he should go to like further into depth of it, or do you think that kind of?
Well, I think I saw him say that he had it's a 3-season story.
Okay.
Like he's written enough with like he has a 3 seasons in his head.
Okay.
I think he said that. So I mean, I don't know. I think it would be nice to explore like sickle cell a little bit more, like what it means. At the end of the day, like when it comes to creativity, it's up to whatever version the writer wants to create. But I think now we have it out there and people are most probably like, it's kind of wetted
We'll run with it.
wetted the palates of the people.
Yeah, you go right there.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go with that.
Yeah.
People are interested, right? So I feel like he should take the opportunity to like talk about it more and see how it goes.
That makes sense.
He has the opportunity now to lean in.
No,
Because everyone
exactly.
likes the
Advantage of it.
series.
And
It
to
just
be fair,
depends whether he does.
he probably would have seen like not backlash, but like further comments about like sickle cell in general about it,
Yeah.
and just like how maybe it could have been portrayed more, etc., or what vision he's got in his head. But like you said earlier, it could have been a 1-season budget kind of thing.
Yeah, 100%.
I need to get this.
Yeah, I think it most probably was. Like, let's just throw the kitchen sink at it.
Yeah.
Like, let's just get as much as we can, like, into this, and then everyone will love it, and we go again. And I feel like that's what he's managed to do. So
Yeah, you can probably see it. They killed Gets.
I always say any good series, they kill a main character off in the first season.
Game of Thrones taught me that.
Yeah,
Game of Thrones did that early.
Taught me that. So
Yeah.
when I saw Gets there, I was like,
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's alright.
I've lived it.
And I like it.
I've lived it.
That last scene when Gets was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
Was wild.
Crazy.
Hey, big up Ratman and Supercell, and hopefully season 2's even as enjoyable or even better.
And
Yeah.
raises more awareness.
Raises more awareness,
Raises more awareness.
most importantly,
Yeah.
because it's funny because when I asked Denice to come on, like before I'd asked you to come on, I just googled like Sickle Cell Awareness Day innit?
Oh, okay.
And I was
yeah.
like, oh yeah, it's already happened, but I was like, I still want you to come on regardless. And then Denice was like, no, September's actually Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and I was like, whoop-tee bloody doo. we got to find the time
Ding, ding, ding.
in this month, and then
Yeah.
just to get you on. Obviously, we touched on, you've stated how you're in the process of getting married, and we've had Dej slightly spoke about his process. We had Hiram on speaking about he's getting married next year as well. Is there any me knowing you as you are, I feel like you'll have everything super on track. Like you've always been mad organized in that sense. Not to diminish anyone else, that's just you. I feel like this is what you've been looking forward to. Probably had this plan from 5 and living every step tick. But how's the process been in general in terms of say family members, and just the overall.
I don't know. I feel like it's been really good. I feel like for me anyway, with me and my fiance, we both work in sales. So we very kind of project managery. So I feel like we kind of took it as a project.
As a project share.
Almost. So yeah, it's a project share because we bought together a couple of years ago, and the way we did the steps for that, in terms of saving and how much to save each month and this and that, we kind of approached the wedding in a similar sort of way.
Yeah.
So for us anyway, my main thing in life is just I like to give myself as much time as possible. I even if I'm even an early bird, if I can get somewhere at half an hour early, I'm happy. Like, even if they say I start work at 9, I need to be there 8:30. So I need to relax. So literally, that's kind of how we've managed the wedding process. Like, let's give our families the information. Let's have the conversations. Let's put it in a PowerPoint presentation. Let everybody look at the presentation, because people are going to be people. Like, it's just natural. Like,
Did they go off track
but what
with your presentation?
I mean, not really, because what's there to go off track on?
To find a way.
I mean, no, they haven't, to be fair. Like, I feel like, because so context, I'm the youngest and the first to get married. And then my fiance is the oldest son for his dad and the only son for his mum. So this is a big wedding. Like, whether, we knew from the jump, there was no way we were going to be able to finesse any type of, let's, make it small. No, we knew that it was just, we knew that straight away. Yeah. So I feel like once we understood that, I mean, obviously you learn the art of, what's the word?
Persuasion.
No, selective information giving. They don't need to know everything. Right. Let's give people information in bite size.
Yeah, no, that's true.
How do you feel about this color? Okay, great. Give them 3 options, knowing that you only like one. Yeah. And then you mention that color a couple of times and keep it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like, yeah, there's an art. There's an art to information giving, sharing. Like, yeah. As long as, like, what we've done is make sure that we're solid on, like, whatever we're trying to push out, basically. Right. Okay. When it comes to family, I would say. So it's like, once we, like, envision the day in our heads, it's like, okay, now we need to just execute and see, like, obviously get everybody's opinions and
execute the project.
And just execute the project. Like, it's obviously all that. And I feel like giving ourselves enough time to do that will mean that we hopefully get to enjoy it closer to the time, because all the stressful stuff
would have been done.
Yeah.
Hopefully. I say that now, but anything can happen. Anything can happen.
So you haven't had any problems in terms of like extra invites?
I mean, yes, but that's the thing. That's always gonna be that extra invites thing.
Guess this numbers just continue to pile on.
Listen, yeah, but
people start remembering people from X amount of years ago.
Do you know what it is though? Like, for me anyway, the way I kind of approach it is that ultimately there's a reason why my mum or dad want this person to be there. Maybe when I was younger.
Remember I said that on the H as well.
Yeah.
Maybe
I don't agree.
I was younger.
He didn't agree.
Oh, you don't think so?
Nope.
What's your take on it?
My take on it is I'm inviting who I want to be at my wedding.
I hear it.
Because at the end of the day, I don't want to look back at my wedding pictures in 30 years and kiss my teeth.
No, I get that, and that's what I'm saying in terms of the balance. I feel like there's a balance to it, and an understanding of it. Because for me personally, I was never gonna take that stance with my parents, because A, I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them. B, when I was a goo goo gaga, maybe this auntie did like look after me one day, and maybe my mum and dad were in the trenches and this auntie was like, you guys got to stay together, and I wasn't there, but my mum obviously rates that person high enough that they need. And luckily for me anyway, a lot of my parents' guest list, I do actually know them. Like, and I get why they might not be like my closest auntie, but like, I get it. Like, but how you manage the invites is I took my mum's phone and I sent the numbers to my phone and I sent them the invite. Right. Because that invite is not going viral on
WhatsApp.
It's not going on viral.
Auntie's WhatsApp.
WhatsApp, Twitter. That's their Twitter, bro. Like,
so I think I've done the same thing.
They call their group chats forums.
Why are they forums?
Are you on the forum?
Why are they forums? Yeah, so like, luckily, like, a lot of them I did know, so I didn't feel that like. But also, even if I didn't, I feel like I would definitely be like, do you know what? Go off. And I get it. Like, even though it is our wedding, it kind of is for them.
Yeah.
Because,
especially culture-wise as well.
Culture-wise, it's like after graduation.
Where's your fiance from?
He's Nigerian. I'm Ghanaian.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So.
That's like me and my missus, isn't it?
It's 500 plus.
Oh no. Because that food bill will get you. Thank you.
That's 500 plus.
Catering.
It's the biggest cost.
That cost.
He's been saying to me, man.
No, because for me, the reason why catering gets to me is because I know everybody's just gonna share it out, and that gives me such anxiety, knowing that you're gonna enjoy the food, gobble, 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 and then like 24 to 48 hours, my money is in the toilet.
It's getting flushed.
Do you want to hear a joke?
What?
I thought before I started all of this, I thought catering would cost like 5 bags.
Aww, that's so cute.
I thought it was 5.
Oh no, impossible.
Very impossible.
Very impossible.
For how many people though? Because 5 bags might work for Jacob's Day.
It's not, bro.
I told you there's gonna be 90 people there.
Yeah, it's still.
Yes, Jordan, you're looking at me funny. 90 people.
It's gonna be more than that.
No. They're gonna be 90 people. They're gonna be 90 people there. Trust me, I'm gonna figure out a way.
Okay.
Figure out a way.
But all the people that you know.
I told you I know a lot of people. Not everyone's got to be there.
That's true. Not everybody got to be at your wedding.
Yeah, I know them. We can all celebrate when I come back or wherever it is. We can have a big party.
Why do you feel like that? What is that what you've always envisioned then?
No, so my missus wants to get married in Lake Como.
Okay, that's why I got engaged.
Oh yeah, so she wants to get married in Lake Como.
Friends. Giving hater.
So I was just like, okay, cool. So how realistic is it to fly 300 people to Lake Como and put them up and do all this stuff? I said, it's unrealistic.
Yeah.
So I said, okay, cool. We make the wedding smaller, have the people you really want to have at the wedding, and then go from there.
Yeah, that's fair.
And then come back.
Yeah, but because yours is like that, it's more understandable.
Yeah, if I had an abroad wedding, like my parents' list would definitely be like the whole list would be reduced. Yeah. But part of the reason why I'm not is because my parents are a little bit older and I didn't want to ship them all the way to a different country to be like, yeah, get on a plane. And so I wanted them to have their regions to shubs to their high life. And yeah.
I kind of feel sorry for Fuad a little bit.
No, stop feeling sorry for him because he's darker
skin.
That's why he's feeling sorry for him.
Because he's Nigerian. That's
why did you feel sorry for him?
Stop feeling sorry for him, Nedge.
I was like, he should have stuck up for himself, man.
He sat there.
Yeah, I don't know how it really switched. When I watched the clip, I'm just like, how did we get here? Because it started with them talking about the black wife effect. So they were positively talking about black women. And then the guy makes a joke and you don't run. It didn't make the flow of the conversation didn't actually even make sense. Because Fuad was like, oh yeah, like they talk about the black women, the black wife effect and how, and he was like, no, it's a glow up, bro. It's a glow up. He actually said that. And then Andrew Schultz makes his dead joke. And they're like, instead of going, that's why I feel like it's weird because it would have been so easy for them to be like, nah, bro, like for real though, if you look at these men, they actually glow up being with a black woman.
I think it happens a lot. I think it's groupthink, isn't it?
Yeah.
The person who's the most powerful in the room says something, and then all of a sudden everybody starts like kicking with it.
Yeah.
Actually, they probably.
That's what I was trying to say at the beginning.
It's groupthink. That's what we saw. That's why it's so disappointing. Because why would you say that?
But then they don't take it out after. You get the opportunity.
They messed up there.
If they got the option,
you get the opportunity to take it out and you don't.
But
that's where the problem lies.
At the same time, like they've lived up to who they are by not taking it out.
Yeah.
Because it would have further hid
Mm.
who they are. These times, all because of that, the old clips have come out, bro.
Yo, you see Twitter, yeah.
Bro,
there are unpaid detectives on there that need jobs.
Not unpaid.
Because the way they find these things, yeah, if it wasn't for them, half the things we know in life wouldn't know.
No, it's true.
I mean, look, I told you guys about the Super Cell thing. You guys didn't know about that. And I find it so funny that nobody's talking about that.
What's that?
Their critique on the Super Cell thing. Let me see if I can find it.
I didn't even realise they said it, but we don't watch ShxtsNGigs.
Yeah.
ShxtsNGigs audience is actually women.
No, I think I follow them on maybe YouTube. I think
you follow everyone on YouTube though.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh my god, have you guys watched Jude's thing?
Who?
Have you seen Jude started a YouTube channel?
Yeah, Bellingham.
Yeah.
Oh,
and he's got like a whole. I love
series.
it.
I need to watch it. Apparently,
oh my gosh,
really
it's
good
so good.
Apparently
Love it. We actually hear his mum speak. Wow.
Oh.
I didn't know this woman had a voice.
that woman is a real G though.
I love her. I love the Bellingham. Like I just love all of them.
Nah, I got.
Who is the dad?
What do you mean?
Used to be a Fed, didn't it, or something?
No, I've
he
never.
plays football.
I've only seen the
Oh,
dad
is it?
one time,
my
bro.
bad.
Nah, he's there quite a lot.
He's,
the white
he
guy.
lives
He's
with
there-
The son, Job.
Yeah.
You're wrong. You're wrong for that. He just made me subscribe to. Yeah, actually.
Oh wait, does he lives with the son and son?
He lives with Joe.
He lives with Joe.
He lives with Joe.
Yeah, the mum was not allowing
Of
Jude
course
to
she
be out
said-
in
She
Madrid.
said, "I need
with
that
all-
vitamin D."
yeah.
They most probably had to ching chang chong like,
Yeah.
which kid are you taking? 'Cause-
No, but mum's. It feels like the mum went to Dortmund with him
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So she's always like.
because she's always driving him around. He don't drive.
Okay, yeah. Oh, yes, they said that in the show. You
Yeah.
should watch it.
No, I'm good.
She's
good to
always
watch
driving
it.
him
Apparently
around.
It's really good.
It is. I love him.
And she's never smiling. She always got that.
But she is. That's what I'm saying. This series is good
It's
because
so-
I feel like it really gives like a.
She's let her hair down effectively for the
Yeah,
series.
but still looking like they've done it in such a clean way. Like I don't know whose idea, who's
Bro,
most probably
like,
the mum.
I rate their family so much.
Yeah.
Like the way they've planned his career, everything. Like
Everything.
everything's been a very meticulous thing. Like
Yeah,
All
I
the
think
moves
it's
they've
so-
made.
everything.
I'm so glad that this is on YouTube as well. That they chose YouTube and not Netflix, even though the quality
It's
of
Netflix quality.
it is 100% like Netflix quality. But like it being on his own channel and it like, I think
I
it's
understand
a
why it's
fantastic
on
move.
YouTube though, because you can monetize quicker.
Yeah.
You can make the money for yourself.
And it's his. It's like
You
there's
own all the
no
rights to it.
producer saying
Yeah,
no, you
yeah.
can't say that. It's like, I mean, it most probably definitely is produced, but it's just done in a really nice way.
Yeah.
But no, I'm definitely due to.
It's all the episodes. I said. He said there was 4.
No. So there's the second one just came out.
Oh, okay. Yeah, nah. That's a good family in football.
Yeah.
So if we start speaking of football, I'll be here all day though. That industry's killing everyone.
I mean, we're back on. So here we are. Quick one. I don't know if you guys have seen. You don't won't see it as much because you're not really on Twitter, but it's now on Insta because of Shade Bro. And I saw it earlier today, and I just got reminded of it. Michael Dapper's been getting dragged
Really?
for his Diddy skit.
Oh, he's done a Diddy skit.
Well, I've
What is it? Old? Is it?
no, it's new. I saw it.
brand new.
I think I saw it yesterday.
As in
innit?
new.
Yeah.
Oh, I haven't seen
Like
it.
basically, like they're in a room like this or whatever, and obviously he's portraying different characters like a boardroom.
Okay.
And they're like doing the order in it of the 1,000 bottles and all that stuff like that. And then like there was just tweets galore.
What are they cut? What they drag? What do you mean? I don't get. So what are they saying?
So someone said, "Oh, Michael, you were the forefront of viral comedy, blah blah blah. Sexual violence is not a joke. You can do better."
Oh, okay. So they're
Someone's
saying,
like pathetic attempt at humor and that, and
Oh,
then all that.
yikes.
Just Black Brit entertainers have no sense of awareness whatsoever.
Like, ShxtsNGigs
Americans are.
ShxtsNGigs
No,
have finished us this week, boy.
well, this is from UK tweeters.
Oh, so
Oh yeah, no, these are people I see on my timeline that have been
Yikes.
tweeting.
No, but
Potato
ShxtsNGigs
pie.
have finished us because you know to branch out to that American market now going to be 10 times harder. They think we're all like that.
This is treacherous.
No, but when I saw this one, I was like, because I saw it yesterday. Like to me, I just didn't think anything of it. I just thought, bro, not to defend them, but comedians naturally do skits of anything.
Yeah.
Like whether good or bad, whatever.
Yeah, I guess maybe timing. They're basically saying
But
the timing of it is.
my
off, maybe.
thing is then like the way comedy's been shown to us growing up, comedy was never diluted. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Obviously, like we're now in a more, I'd say, inverted commas, sensitive
world,
era.
yeah.
Like,
Do you question? Do you think we're in a sensitive era, or people are just not as clever? Because I don't feel like it's sensitivity. I feel like there's certain things that are just never funny, right?
yeah.
But when Dave Chappelle makes a sensible, funny, sets up a joke in a way, people laugh because it's done in a way that it's comedy is an art. Whereas nowadays, because everybody, it's like anybody can get a mic. Anybody can say what they want to say.
I hear what you're saying. So I'll say both on that. But my thing is like, obviously Dave Chappelle, he's seen that, comedy king in that instance. So to everyone, he's always been funny. Do you know what I mean? Like, whereas there's some people, if you don't naturally find them funny, there's some way that you're gonna like kind of dilute their thing. Like, there's bare comedians that I don't find funny,
Right.
but I'd never think, oh, you're doing this because you're trying to take the piss. I just think I just didn't find that skit
Right.
funny.
But that's-
Like, and my thing is not the whole smart aspect. It is. I feel we are naturally a bit more sensitive of things.
Do you think so?
Yes.
110%. But
Yes.
I'll take.
I do get the clever aspect.
I feel
but
like everybody's always like there's always been a line. I feel like there's always been what you're saying that you actually
have to talk to people completely differently now.
Yeah.
Like, there's a
I
specific.
mean, yeah. Oh, sorry. Let
But-
me not be completely ignorant. Yes.
Like in
That
terms
is
of like
true.
the world being soft, the world's got a lot softer. You can't say what you used to say and just be able to walk away.
Yeah, no, I agree. I do agree with you in that sense, but I think it's because there's just more visibility of things. So it's. I feel like I don't know if I'm explaining this properly.
I'm not saying. it in
I kind of know what you want to
I'm
say.
not saying it in particular with.
I know what
with
you wanna
this-
say.
with Michael Dapper's thing. That I'm just saying in general, like. It's like, oh, bro, it's not that deep. If you don't like something, like, especially when it's
The cancel culture.
yeah, when it's
Yeah.
someone's craft, for instance, like
Yeah.
on the comedy thing, like, no offense, comedy have a higher bar in
There's
terms
no
of
rules.
like,
There's no rules.
yeah,
Yeah.
one, there's naturally no rules.
Yeah.
So I'm like, if I know that's your industry, I'm like, ooh, you've crossed the line, but all right, cool. Like, I'm not gonna completely dismiss it, obviously, if you're fully taking the piss, but it's like, again, if Dave Chappelle or someone did that kind of skit or done a skit post Diddy's nonsense,
Do you know what it is? I think it's because when
it might be more accepted.
I think what it is.
It might have just been done better.
That's the thing. It's how you execute it.
But no,
That's-
but
and that's what
but
I was
that's why
just about
I use
to
that's why I
say.
use Dave Chappelle, because, like you said,
Yeah.
he's kind of the pedestal. Do you know what I mean?
But that's why I think what's happening. I think there's a, and I think this is why ShxtsNGigs again got themselves in hot water. I think there's this weird merge of what is comedy and what is you and what is real life and what is your opinion versus your craft. Do you get what I mean? So like you have to be, if you're a comedian, I feel like nowadays it's like anybody can just be funny. You don't have to be a comedian because I feel like the art of it or the craftsmanship of it, because like, you know, if you listen to like these old school comedians, they're always like, oh, you know, it's a real craft, it's a real thing,
Yeah,
blah
yeah.
blah. And I feel like, because yes, I do agree that the world has become a little bit more sensitive, but I think because nowadays people don't have to be as good at stuff.
But then
Yeah.
that goes to
Ooh.
my thing of, if you don't find them funny,
You don't have to
that's
watch
it.
Yeah.
You don't have to watch it.
True.
You don't. Like, for me, some things are black and white. Like, some things don't need crazy explanations.
Yeah, true.
Like,
And nowadays,
that's how
everything
I-
does.
Yeah.
Everything
But that's
nowadays
how I
is
see
quality.
certain things,
Yeah.
like that. I feel like I'm not saying well versed on, etc. If I enjoy it, I enjoy it. If I don't enjoy it, I'm not gonna watch it. I'm not gonna listen.
Yeah.
It's simple. That's it.
True.
For certain things, obviously, there's other things that I'll happily go more into depth with. But
As a comedian, though, every good joke contains some truth to it. That is one thing you also have to
that's
understand.
true.
Like, comedians don't go on stage and tell lies.
That's true.
Like, they make jokes, but there's very much a truth in
coming
their
from
joke.
somewhere.
That's true. That's
So
true.
I wouldn't say like that's why you can't also go and just laugh at every one of their jokes, because you don't know what you're laughing at
Think it's
sometimes.
funny. Yeah, true.
Because
True.
Dave Chappelle makes a joke, yeah, and it goes over so many people's heads, and they're just laughing,
And they don't
you
even
realize you're
what
laughing at
he's
yourself, you
actually
know.
Saying, yeah.
But in the moment, if you find that funny there and there, especially if you're like a live audience, for instance, you're not gonna think of the overthinking aspect.
That's true.
Or the joke behind the joke, or the
Yeah.
truth behind the joke in that sense. Like, if you're there live and direct, obviously, where
And you should be able to laugh at yourself though. You can't be too uptight about everything.
I think that's the best and most relatable thing you can do. Laugh at yourself. Because if you laugh at yourself, no one else can really laugh at you.
That's true.
but
Look, for instance, look at me and Reese. We sit there and laugh at ourselves all the time.
yeah.
Like we'll just talk nonsense and laugh at our own careers and this sort of stuff. Do you get what I mean? So we'll just laugh at ourselves, and then no one else can. And also, if you don't laugh, you cry.
Yeah.
That's true.
Sometimes you
That's
cry
very
anyway,
true.
but hey.
But I'm just saying, like, when I saw, like, obviously Michael
backlash.
Dapper's thing, yeah, on Shade Bro, because I didn't actually see it on Twitter come up, and obviously I'm a big Twitter user. But then when I saw it on Shade Bro and then the comments, I was like, oh, raw. Like, and I'd watched the video the day before, and I just see it from, I'm watching his craft. I'm not gonna, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, whereas if it was it was more so about the lube, I was gonna say lube, the baby oil and all that aspect. If it was about like say the actual serious issues,
and I guess this is what I'm saying why the world's more sensitive, because people are just like, well, you're making a joke about it, so it's like you're cancelled.
Exactly, basically.
Instead of being, like being able to separate. But that's what I mean in terms of like,
or if they're being smarter and
people are just true. Like seeing stuff and it's like an immediate like reaction. It's like it does, like you can exercise like common sense to know that Michael Dapper's making a joke. If you don't, as you said, if you don't like it, don't engage.
But I think everyone wants to have a hot take though. That's also today's culture. Everyone wants to be the first, and they want to like.
They want to say the most outlandish things.
But like music albums will come out at midnight. Tell me by 12:30 you're telling me the review of the album.
A deep dive on what the artist meant.
How can you tell me that an album is an hour long?
I hate that.
30 minutes, 12:30 you told me the album's crap.
Album of the year or something like that.
But the album's an hour long, so you ain't finished the album, but you're giving me a review.
It's just like, bro, relax.
This is the thing. Everyone wants to be first, and
and this album's there, blah blah blah. I'm like, boy, me, especially when it comes for me anyway. When it comes to like series music, I'll happily wait. Like I'm not I have to watch this now to tell people about it, because I know I'm not gonna digest it properly.
Yeah,
like
that's
that.
a millennial thing. Though.
But a lot of people, even a lot of people our age are like that though.
Yeah,
you think so?
I think it's more people. I think it's more
and they'll just be spoiling it.
For me, it's more orange.
Listen, do you remember Power? People were so keen to watch it first just to snap it and spoil it for everyone.
That one's true. That one to snap it.
Why?
Game of Thrones, for people to speak about it straight away, it was an instant thing. Like,
That's true.
I'm like, bro, like you can create group chats for this shit. People will actually happily join a series group chat, Game of Thrones, and you can all chat shit.
I like it.
Cause if I want to do that, I'll do that, bro.
Yeah.
Like,
but don't tell me
that's the problem. People use Twitter as WhatsApp.
Yeah,
that's not what it is.
Yeah, but at the same time, I'm like, you could tweet what you want as well. It's just like
freedom of speech.
Yeah.
No, but them man are getting clips of the show during the show and putting them on Twitter, and I'm thinking, brother, I'm watching the same show as you, and I ain't seen that yet.
In 4K,
bro. I said it when I think we were talking about ShxtsNGigs album, like this latest one. People were saying, "Oh, it's not that good." I was like, let it digest properly.
Let it land.
I said this might be.
I don't listen to people when they say.
Yeah, I was like,
music,
especially when it comes to music. Cause me, I don't really like you two. I always call you two the music heads out of us three. Like, well, in that sense. But me, if I really enjoy it, I'm like, all right, cool. And this latest one, I was like, let this land. I did not listen to it. I think for the first couple of weeks, maybe a couple tracks here and there. Bro, it's spinning the thing galore for the last couple of weeks. Said this might be my favorite one of his, but at the same time, recency bias comes into play. That I'll now have to. But that's how much I'm enjoying it.
Yeah.
That I'm putting it at that pedestal with the other ones that I think are awesome, great.
Yeah.
I'm like, I want to learn Yoruba because of it, bro. That's how cold it is, bro. So, like, bro, when it comes, like you lot said, people want to be the first to be out there. Like, it's not that deep, bro.
Never.
Yeah.
There's a time to shine for everyone, bro.
Facts.
It was like that with every kind of culture anyway. It was like that with movie culture too, not even just series or music. They'll go watch this movie, then they'll say, it's rubbish. Anyone that says that to me, I'll be like, what was you expecting? And why do you think it's rubbish? If they can't give me a credible answer, I'm not believing them.
Yeah.
Because they love to talk rubbish. People just love to talk rubbish for the sake of talking.
That's true.
No, people like the sound of their voice. Well, we do as well. We got a podcast.
I was going to say, what are we doing something right now?
Oh my days. Hey, let's move on to some. I think you said you could talk about football all day. Obviously, recently I've clocked that Denice has a major love for football and the Arsenal especially. Yes. And I think actually you might be our first guest that is joining Jacob as an Arsenal supporter.
Thank goodness.
I think so.
Love
if I'm
that
not mistaken. I don't think anyone else
has been dealing with nonsense.
Yeah, I mean,
for a year.
United is strange, but like,
don't need to get that extreme.
For 12 months I've been dealing with nonsense.
Yeah, come on, let's have it right.
And like Denice fully goes to games
Wait, did you by any chance do the TikTok where you surprised your fiance?
No, that wasn't me.
Oh, okay.
No, that wasn't me. I saw it though.
So you were thinking of it?
No.
Was that in the chamber?
Pardon?
Was that in the chamber?
What?
Like, was that on the cards?
No. That's we go enough. I don't need to.
She said, "I no need to be surprised."
There's no need for it. I wouldn't be able to keep her a surprise.
I'm just saying beforehand, before her fiance gone to like, couldn't imagine this girl go to watch.
Excuse me, I've been to Deja's game.
Yeah, like, bar our friends. You actually have been to a few of Deji's games. I'll give you that.
I like football.
Yeah, no, it's
Do
true.
you know what? Yeah,
But
basically,
the hooliganism has
but-
come into play.
mate, that's a problem.
I always find that interesting with women supporters as well. I like to see, because the stereotypes, the men being the hooligans. Bro, when you see women at football stadiums and they're
Right.
going in,
Like,
I'm like, this is fantastic.
the thing with
This
me,
is what
yeah,
we've been fighting for, equality.
the thing with me is I've got a very addictive personality, and I knew that if I was to get into football, it would be a long day. So I like to follow football for like World Cups. Like I follow Ghana, England when I used to support
Can you
them.
remember when we all went Gold Coast
Yes,
for
I
Ghana?
do. and I was wearing my
Yeah,
my
Ghana,
jersey.
hey!
I've been
Was that the day?
It was the day.
Yeah, it was.
It was the day.
Don't
Let's
worry,
talk about it,
don't
let's
worry.
talk
Yeah,
about it, let's
you know where I was? I
talk
was in your house.
Oh wait.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. But
No
like,
one's-
There's a picture of me on Facebook.
it was a mad day. But like I've always been into football. So then, I like used to be like, yeah, I support Liverpool because my dad supports Liverpool. Like I just inherited the team. But then when me and my fiance moved in together, obviously he's watching it. I'm gonna watch it. Like, and it's just love it, mate. Love it, mate. I'm like fully invested. I bought my own jerseys. I've got my membership. I made TikToks. I follow all the team. I love it.
Wow, you're a real fan.
Oh yeah. I'm
She's
inside there.
reposting after the Instagram post from the team or from Saga, and I'm like,
I'm in there, mate. Like, get me in a box. That's my goal this year. I need to get in some sort of box in there. Don't know how because I'm barely getting any games at the moment. But
Listen, you never know.
listen, hello.
To be
I
fair,
need to be in a
I know a
box.
few people that can.
Well,
Yeah, box easy.
because that's where I want to be.
he said,
I
he said
love it.
easy. Hold
Exactly.
it. That's not. I didn't say that.
That's not a difficult thing to get.
Well, I want to get in one of them because I just love the atmosphere. It was really like I
Cause I'm sure you went to 1 or 2 Champions League games last season.
I
didn't
went to. Well, we didn't win that game, but went to the Liverpool game last season.
What you went buying?
No, all home games.
Oh no, I thought you went to a Champions League game. Did you go to one?
Yeah, the Liverpool.
No, we didn't play Liverpool Champions League.
No, you lot play in Champions League. You lot played Bayern Munich and Porto.
Oh wait, no. I didn't go to any Champions League last season. Who did I go and see?
Cause you lot had Liverpool in the FA Cup.
That's who I saw.
But you lot lost that game. Yeah.
That's the one I went to. That was that the first game?
No, you've
went
definitely been to more.
No, that might have been the first game I went to, where we lost.
Oh, okay.
And then I started thinking, oh my god, am I like a bad omen? Like now I
You
can't
said
go to a
she'd
game.
been to games before that.
No, I hadn't. I think that was my first.
Cause Liverpool was
Arsenal
this
game.
year that you lost in the FA Cup. I'm sure it was.
Oh, was it this season? Last season?
Last season,
Last
but
this
this
year.
season.
It was this year.
year.
It was this
though.
year.
Was it this
It was
year?
like January or February.
Yes,
100%.
it was.
It was January or
that
February.
was my first game.
Was it? I feel like
and
you
then
went to a game
I
before.
had 2 others.
Oh, right.
Yeah, I had 2 others.
It was.
We were really lucky last season. So yeah, that was because that was like in March.
No.
It was
April?
Feb or March.
It was third round, January.
Was that third round? I thought it was
It
fourth.
was when I knew it. I played.
Oh, shit, yeah,
I was playing.
You was playing the same day.
We were
playing
talking
on the
about.
same
What am I
day.
talking
Yeah,
about?
it was third round,
January
yeah,
'cause
yeah.
it was really cold. I
Yeah.
remember. Yeah.
That's when you boxed up Stevenage.
Yeah, I played. So we beat
Punch 'em up,
Stevenage.
fam.
We beat
Wow,
Stevenage.
I was
Yeah.
at
Came
that
home.
game.
Oh
Came
yeah,
home
so
and
yeah,
then,
it was
yeah.
that game. So that was my first. Yeah, that was my first.
Oh yeah, because he
game.
made the point of he got further than Arsenal in the FA Cup
You're too right.
last season.
It happened.
Well, I mean,
I support Arsenal though.
yeah.
Yeah.
But I was happy to get further than them, you know.
Of course, man.
yeah.
Money I
I
can make,
love-
bro.
I love Arsenal.
Are you planning on going to any games this season?
Yeah, I've entered the ballot many of times.
It's hard to
Yeah.
get tickets.
It's
Yeah.
so hard to get.
Especially when they're flying high. Well, I say flying high, but
Mm.
effectively challenging for the title again.
Yeah,
It's-
I mean, but
The top
yeah.
teams is really hard to get tickets for in general.
Yeah.
So don't worry, Jacob's got you.
Yeah, you
Trust
said
me, man.
box.
Box pending.
I heard it here. Like, thank
The camera is rolling.
you.
That's not a problem.
No, yeah, because I really enjoy it. Like, love watching it. I just love everybody in the team.
Seriously,
favourite.
even Martinelli.
I've got a Martinelli shirt.
Oh my God.
I do.
Wow, I saw it like 2 weeks ago.
I've got a Martinelli shirt. I've got Martinelli, Saka, Saliba.
Oh, right.
You got bare shirts like
Yeah.
You're
Told you.
you're more of a fan than me right now.
I was gonna wear my Saliba one, but I was thinking, is this red? I was like, oh, red, sickle cell. I was like, that's just doing way too much. Because I was like, I'm gonna go into sports and they talk about sports and let me wear it. And I was like, no, let me just chill.
No, red,
yeah.
that would have been fantastic.
Yeah,
Actually,
I just thought it was just doing too much. But yeah, like I am a big fan.
do you, finally on that, do you think Arsenal can win the league this year?
Okay, so so as a fan, I have to say yes because I'm not putting out negative energy into the world.
Mm-hmm.
However,
As you
when
put our
you
negative
have
energy
somebody,
into the world.
no, when you have someone like
Jacob said,
Haaland-
however, the other day as well.
No, but
Yeah, I
when
did
you've
the same
got
thing.
someone like Haaland, I'm not like let's have. We're not talking about a normal team, bro. It's Man City. Like, look at that Haaland. It just stresses me out. How is it even possible? My guy's doing back to back hat tricks.
You've got him in your fantasy team, innit?
Of course
Oh,
I do.
you better.
I've got Haaland, Isak, and who's at my front row? Front row, you know. Haaland, Isak, and who's the other guy?
You ain't got
that's
no
good?
one from Arsenal.
Well,
You're a
Watkins.
smart woman.
Watkins?
Yes.
Right, you
Watkins.
got expensive front line,
Yeah,
bro.
and everybody else is
you
shit.
got the
That's
same
why
front line.
everybody else is shit. But no, yeah, like when you've got Haaland, like I'm like, come on, it
Yeah,
would be
no,
really
yeah.
nice. Anything can happen. Like, and you know, and I hate when people are like, Arsenal bottled it. We didn't bottle it. We played. Look at who we're fighting. Like, let's be right. Let's have it right. Like,
the real Guardian came out.
that's on my nerves. No, it makes me so angry because people are like, oh, Arsenal fans, you guys are so this
Oh,
and so that. It's like, no, but like that's not a normal team. Like, don't come to me and tell me that we're fighting. It's not fair. We're not fighting fair.
You're not wrong.
So, yeah.
It's not like anyone else came close. We're the only ones challenging.
Hello.
Exactly, but they want to
Say
talk about
again.
us.
Right.
They,
What do you
it's
mean?
You
Yes,
guys.
I
It's
call-
your own fans.
No,
that have
no,
been-
it's everyone.
It's everyone.
Everyone.
No, it is
Not,
everyone,
bro.
but it's also your own fans.
Tottenham lost the game on purpose and was celebrating in the stadium.
Right.
Have you ever seen that done in the Premier League before?
Disgusting. That was a disgusting display.
But there were
Shocking, man.
there were key games last year,
There was
Go
one.
on.
Aston Villa.
Go on. Literally one.
One.
That was
There was
literally
one.
and then your mindset.
And there was one, and it was both Aston Villa
Mindset
games.
what? Go
Your
on.
mindset going into the Man City game, and Rodri spoke about it.
Mindset. Did you see
I'm
your
gonna-
mindset going
I'm
into the Man
actually
City
gonna get
game?
mad.
No, we're not challenging.
No,
for the
no, I
title,
know
but-
you're not challenging, but you man
No,
were a
no,
disgrace.
but
I
it's
came on the
cause
pod on that weekend and
do not
told
drag
you
us into this.
Thank you.
It's not about us.
Jacob always deflects. No, because
I'm not deflecting.
It's not
You're
about
a
us.
disgrace.
Yeah,
Rodri
saying,
made
yeah,
the-
you know, you don't go somewhere.
He
and
made a
output
very
job.
valid
okay,
point.
No, it's not a valid point. Do you
It
know
is.
why? No, do you know
It
why
is.
it's not a valid point? Because football is a strategic game,
Thank
right?
you. Thank you. Tell
don't
them
just,
again.
You don't just go, oh yeah.
You're telling me.
No, but
Tell them
it
again.
is like it is. I'm sorry, and that really Rodri gets on my nerves. Anyway, he's annoying. But
Why is
like,
he annoying?
because of that comment. That's you're just trying to. He just wanted to shit on us. Like, don't say that they came in expecting.
I know,
they
but
want-
I don't think it was like to shit on you guys. I just think
You
it's
don't know
like,
what shade
bro,
is,
it's like
Joseph.
me personally. When Liverpool, and this is why you said it the other day. Why Liverpool Man City used to be your favorite games.
Of course.
When Liverpool were challenging for a title, no Liverpool player would have like come in with the mindset that Arsenal went into the Etihad. Liverpool were going to the Etihad to win.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
you know that.
I know that.
And like Arsenal are at that level where they
No.
can go to the Etihad to win.
No. When being realistic as Arsenal fans, we're not at that Liverpool are at where we went anywhere to win. We're not going to Man City to
but-
win.
no,
we're
no.
going there to get a point, and we're trying to beat them at home.
Strategic.
Bro,
No,
that's what we
but
were trying to do
that-
last year. We took 4 points of Man City,
But
you know.
that's what I'm saying. Like you are at that level where
No,
you can.
because the team is not that mature. You're saying that, but that team
After last season,
After-
after the season before, season before I agree.
exactly.
But last season, yes.
no,
No,
I don't agree.
Because
It's not
now
about
back to
After-
back seasons. For
Listen,
instance,
right
you
now,
guys
you
have
should
had
be
the
mature.
over the last 2 years. You guys have had the best defense. So defensively, you lot are solid.
That's why
Yeah.
we can
It's
go
like
versus and draw.
Saliba's got the best win rate record
Yeah.
in the game spans that he's
Yeah.
played. I think.
But Joe, this
I
is why
might
we
be
go
wrong,
places
man.
and draw but guess what? If we have a great defense but we ain't got anyone in attack scoring
Hello.
goals, what do you want us to do,
Hello.
bro?
And then if you won at the Etihad, the points that City, the 1 point that they gained, or I should say you gained, City are dropping points.
We
That's
took
true,
4 points of Man City last year. What else do you want from us?
I'm just saying, your mindset going into
Oh,
No,
the
but
come
we took
on,
4
man.
points of Man
but then
City,
do you see
and
what
then we
this is
lost.
the
We
problem.
dropped
We're
6
talking-
points.
We're talking mindset. That's what we have to argue.
No,
now.
no,
Mindset.
no, because
Every year something new.
no,
Now,
but it
what's
is
this year?
with that one. It
Why
is
are we
because
arguing mindset?
I'm saying every team that's challenging,
Yeah.
never has that mindset. Like, and you know that going over the years.
Talk to your friend,
Say
man.
United back in the day,
Let's have it
Liverpool
right.
back in the day. Forget City. Whoever's battling for the title will never say, "Oh yeah," like going into we're going into sit. That
Okay.
kind of flex.
Who
And
said
even
that?
you
Who
wasn't
actually
happy.
said it?
You wasn't happy with
But who
Arsenal's
actually
approach.
I'm not
said
telling you I was
You
happy
wasn't-
with the way we performed that day.
Arsenal's
I'm not telling
approach.
you what, but I'm gonna sit here after the game and say, look, I understand it. I'm
Right.
never happy with. I'm not happy with
Oh, no,
Arsenal.
no,
how
I
they
can
play
the
this
understand
season.
coach. We're
I
not
can
the coach.
understand it, of course.
But that's what I'm saying. My job as a fan is to support Arteta. Okay, and whatever he decides, I'm gonna sit beside him.
No, I'm not.
okay?
I'm not on that.
Okay.
Exactly.
Jake,
No.
She said Jake.
please,
No.
let's lock it.
But this is what I say.
One
The
house.
No. We agree on us. We agree on a lot. But
agree.
I'm not on. But remember, I don't come from the same perspective. I don't come from a fan's perspective. I come from a player's,
Yeah,
a
he's
football
got a
player's
different perspective.
So I come from the perspective of, okay,
And
we go into
You're
games to
further
win.
validating my point from your mind, from your perspective.
No, but last year I wasn't happy with it. I'm just saying, at the end of the day, after the
You can
game's
go
done,
back and look.
I wasn't happy with the way we performed, and we only took the 1 point. But guess what? We took the 1 point.
Hello.
We did not lose the league there. We lost the league when we lost to Aston Villa twice. Bro, those are the games we need to be looking at. It's not because if we beat Aston Villa, guess what? We win the league.
Right.
Which is
It's
also
not,
true.
and we took 4 points of Man City.
And then
happy days.
if you done the double over City, you win the league.
Yeah, but we got okay. You know what?
But we didn't.
Spoken like a winner.
Thank you, my brother.
Someone will win in the history.
You know what?
This is getting out.
You know, I don't like talking to Manchester United fans because they're a disgrace. You see what they did? They went, and this happens every time. I get annoyed in this podcast. They went to Man City, yeah, and sat back.
Jacob loses his mind.
Sat back like some. Yeah, they didn't go there to do anything, and these men sat on the podcast and said, "Well, we're not good. We can do that. We can do that.
We
You
could
guys
do a
can't do
whole
that."
episode on United and not bring Arsenal once. This guy, as soon as
I'm not having
5
it.
minutes of Arsenal, he's like, "You guys are United disgrace. You're a disgrace.
I'm not having this
We didn't win the league, but you're a disgrace."
I'm not having this conversation today.
It's like, bro, it's
I'm not having
just
this conversation today.
we're just
We're here to talk about
analyzing.
Sickle Cell. Why are we talking about Arsenal?
We're
Why are
analysing.
we talking about Arsenal Football Club?
Because Denice supports.
I understand
Arsenal.
Denice supports. That
He was
place-
even happy when I said, "You're our first guest that's coming on. That's also Arsenal." And he goes, "Yeah, I like that. I like." Look at him. He's like, "Why are we talking about us?" My brother.
Nah, the clubs in
Guys, it's all right.
it's
Do
all right.
what I mean?
Sometimes.
the
I
beauty of
don't.
the
Why
game.
don't you support Arsenal anyway?
Why should I? You were the same one that supported Liverpool, then changed to Arsenal. The tape's there, bro.
Trust me.
Get me. As Deji says, clip.
Listen, if you want, you can speak to our producer so you can edit it out.
And who's the producer? Me, Deji, and Jacob. And we say no. But I already said, I predicted you guys to win the league this year.
That'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
And as much as
I'd
I'd be in the parade.
as much as I despise Arsenal fans, I actually want you guys to win it
we
just
deserve
because.
it.
I don't want City.
I won't say
to win
deserve.
full time, man.
I'm just tired of City. I don't want them to do five in a row.
That's why
They
what
need to
Tottenham
get
done was
charged
disgusting.
tomorrow.
Because
Yeah, but Tottenham have absolutely no shame.
No, Son. Son. I ain't spoken to you yet. I didn't get you last and then back end of last
Son,
season.
come to the front.
I didn't get back to you because you see, every other time you go 1-on-1, you score.
Yeah, he's
Crazy.
actually the
Against
best.
Manchester
That was
City, your feet
crazy.
just seem to not work.
that was crazy.
It's mad because they then went up and scored a couple
Exactly.
minutes later.
Nasty piece of work.
Yeah, no, that I yeah. Anyway, hashtag
I mean,
Arsenal.
yeah. For the team's sake and just to stop City's run, I hope they win it.
I just wanna
But if Arsenal don't win it, I'm not gonna cry
of
because
course
the
you're
fan
not
base.
gonna cry.
Yeah, no, you guys
The
are.
fan base will shed enough tears for us.
Yeah, just disgusting people at times. You've seen your reaction when we're just talking normal.
Whatever.
We had a whole episode about your football club.
We did, exactly, and we didn't mention Arsenal once.
No,
This-
no, just
you're,
letting you know.
you're proving my point.
Just letting you know.
You're proving my
Whatever.
point.
Just letting you know.
Oh, listen, I'm rooting for you guys,
I'm glad.
but I'm just saying,
Don't talk to
like,
me like that. We don't need you to root for us. Thank you. Okay? You can keep your root. Root over there. Thank you.
wow, you get me. Go on,
And I was really happy with the Sterling signing as well.
I think that can win you guys the league.
I mean, yeah.
I think whether it does.
Oh boy, I don't know,
And
man.
just for the plot, I would love that to happen. Just for the plot.
I just feel like we need a striker still.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it's too late for that.
No,
Yeah.
it's January's
Well,
still right.
January,
January's around
yeah.
the corner. But Arteta
Yeah,
likes his he's interesting.
But
Anyway,
I
as I said,
mean,
I'm gonna stick beside him. No criticism of Arteta.
yeah. Tell your fellow Gooners that.
Don't talk to me like that.
Tell your fellow Gooners.
Do you know what? Sickle Cell Awareness Month.
What you say? Relax. All right, cool. Let's go on to song of the week. So, song of the week
Okay.
is obviously, as it says in the title, song of the week. So,
Okay.
what's your song of the week? But obviously, because
Can we
you've
not
not
start
been a
with me?
constant.
Yeah, we won't start with you. It's alright.
Why not?
Because I need to think.
Why are you panicking? Is it because of Arsenal? This is what Arsenal like it just disillusions their fans at times.
Whatever.
Look at the energy, huh? Then there's
good.
me, cherry-oed me, eh?
Yeah, because as a Man United fan, yeah. No,
There
let
we
me not
go.
start.
What's your favourite Arsenal chant?
What's my favourite Arsenal
Oh, I
chant?
definitely.
I like
got
North London Forever, you know.
Oh yeah, that's cute. That's
I do
the
like
start
North
of
London
that.
Forever.
Has Saga got a song?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah.
He has to have a song.
Saga, running down
See
the way,
that one, I
Saga,
do like that.
baby,
But sometimes
Saga.
I do like Bakayo's.
I like his one.
I do like Bakayo's. Wow, she went on the fools. That could be a song of the week.
Oh shit!
No, I do.
No, I like Thingy's one.
Who, Salibas?
No, not Saliba's. Havertz.
Yeah, I just don't like Havertz.
Oh.
Yeah, so I don't really like his chant because I just don't like him.
Come on, Denice, stop saying that we're in public. People can see you.
She said you gotta support the team.
Okay, fine.
You're like one of them happy clappers at the end when we lose.
Oh, I'm.
when we lose,
I'm
we lose 3-1. You'll be
No,
Well done, boys.
I learned that we don't do that.
Oh,
I learned that the hard way. The first time I went, I was like, guys, everyone's looking at me like, you shut up. And I was like,
Her fiance was like, "Get here now!
literally, the first time I
Stop
went.
embarrassing me."
The first time we went, I was like, let me take a picture here, let me take a picture there. He was like, you don't go to your own house and take pictures in your house, do you? And I was like, all right. I was like, ruining the vibe. I was like, it's my first time here. Like, I just want to have a good time.
I pick up the fiance, man. What a guy.
Okay,
Especially to
song of
part
the
with
week.
you. But yeah, song of the week.
There
Who
you
wants
are.
to go first then?
I'll go
Go
first.
on,
I'll go
Dej. Song of the
first.
week.
Okay.
This is Ashake and WizKids. M's.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's my boy.
Big tune.
That's my boy.
Baby.
Wait, does it have to be like a new release song?
No, no,
Any-
Or just a song
it can
that's
be
just come?
one of the
Anything.
oldest songs
Did
to be
you
ever made.
Did you see Ashake and Wizkid this week at London East?
No.
Bro, they were there on Tuesday.
Oh, really?
Yeah, apparently Ashake was meant to. Well, some people knew he was going to be there, but Wizkid was there with him. I was
Oh,
like,
that's
That guy
sick.
comes London regularly.
Who?
Who?
Wizkid?
Wiz.
Yeah.
Isn't his like
Red
baby
is-
mum and
yeah.
baby here?
Yeah,
Aren't
that's
they
why
here?
he has to be here.
Wow.
regularly.
allegedly.
Huh?
Why
That's
is
not
that
allegedly.
Nah, I'm joking. I know.
That made me real.
Song of the week. Yeah, my song of the week had to change because Diddy got indicted. So
Yikes.
yeah, it's changed.
Damn, I need to know what it was before.
Well, I'm not telling you on the podcast. It's called Fading by Elijah Fox and Amaria. Yeah, R&B.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. Mine is Future of his new mixtape Pluto. Too Fast. Ugh.
This guy literally playing in a car on the way here.
Mate, I literally was spinning the album an hour before I left my house, and once that track came on, did not skip it. Loop on loop.
Do you know what song is actually, and it is a new song, Because I Love You by Halle.
Oh,
That's her new song, and I've
Yeah.
been listening to that. I like that song.
I feel like she's gonna be blackballed from the industry in a
Really?
weird
What?
way. In a weird way.
No, really?
Like she doesn't get the promotion she should.
I do. I kind of get what you mean. I feel like
where's Halle from?
Halle, you
Halle,
know,
Chloe and Halle.
Lil
Chloe
May-
and
Halle.
Lil
Oh,
Mermaid.
okay, cool.
I kind of get what you mean. I feel
can't
like
say
she
Little
should
Mermaid,
be.
though.
Pardon?
Can't say Little Mermaid.
That's the easiest way to describe
But that
Really?
That's
Yeah,
got him.
of course.
no, to be fair, once she
And
said
that's easy for you.
no, once she said Chloe, but Little May would have further
Yeah,
brought it back
she's
as well.
Little Mermaid. It's like
Yeah.
massive.
Yeah, the first black Disney
first
mermaid.
Yeah, bro.
Mermaid with dreads.
Is it?
Crazy talks.
Yeah.
But anyway, Blackpool.
But yeah, no, I kind of get what you mean, but I feel like it's because her type of celebrity is like she's got the Beyonce effect of like that old school, like she actually can sing, she actually can act, like she's an artist.
Yeah, she's got
and
the
I
whole
feel like
package.
she doesn't have the like virality, let's say, of like what makes things popular
Like a
today.
Megan Thee Stallion or something like that.
Yeah,
Or-
because now the music has kind of changed,
Yeah.
right, of what's popular. So I feel like she's like more of like our old school type, like celebrity.
Victoria Monet's in that same category as her as well.
Yeah,
But
like
Victoria Monet is going to go.
yeah, that's
Like
true.
if she hasn't gone already, she's gonna go because
I mean,
she's.
she's been doing a lot.
But she's an exceptional performer, exceptional singer. She
She's very
always sings
she's
while
been
she's.
in the game for time as
Yeah,
well.
but she's one of them ones that study the game and sing while they're dancing. You get
Yeah.
what I mean? They're not on
Yeah, the
stage
old
lip
school.
syncing. They're really, really putting in work to be who they are.
Yeah,
So what you're saying is that the most talented ones aren't the ones that are
yeah, those
At
days
the-
are gone. I think I watched
the
something.
triple threats, etc.
TikTok is the
Yeah.
reason. TikTok is pushing a lot of people.
Yeah, I watched something where
Better
like
push us,
our, what do you call it? Music execs and stuff like that are basically not Diddy, but they're basically getting influencers that make music now. Like there's no more artistry. It's just things that are popular, like pretty girls that can make a nice do-up song.
Yeah, because even Mahalia, the British artist, she spoke about it. Like she's sensational music wise.
Yes.
Oh, her
But-
album is banging.
You get what I mean? But she spoke about she's barely made money
Yeah.
off of all of her music, and she's been in the business from like 12, 13.
Yeah, because she's not the quote unquote Insta baddie. Like,
Yeah, because she
it's
doesn't
easy.
look-
Yeah, it's easy to market a pretty IG model that can make a decent song. It's easy. And like, even the other day, I was, you know that song, Sansa?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Odile.
I literally only realised a couple of days ago that that's a song and not just a TikTok sound.
Oh, right.
But this is
I think that was one of my songs of the week.
Yeah.
this is the world we live in now. So it's like people are not really they're not consuming music in the same way.
They're
I feel
not.
like
They're not. And people aren't making albums anymore. They're trying to make a hit song.
for TikTok.
Yeah, because if you make a hit song, you can make money quickly.
Yeah.
Whereas if you make a body of work, people don't want to sit down and listen
Yeah.
to it.
They're slow burners. They
Yeah.
might make you money for the lifetime, but just not in that moment.
But music's made for that. I only listen to music I feel like I'm gonna listen to when I'm still in my 40s and 50s. Music has to be timeless for me to sit there and live with it. It can't be music that I can't play to my kids when I have them. You get what I mean?
But then it goes back to the way in which they're making music and what we talk about with Diddy and the streaming. Now people have the reason why people want to make that one song is because that song's going to be streamed more times via TikTok, and that's how they make their money. People don't make their money by doing bodies of work anymore.
Yeah.
But do you not prefer to make a real body of work that stands the test of time, so you're still making money on the back end? In 20 years' time, you'll be making money off
Nah,
streaming.
so
but
just
a
to
lot of them-
piggyback off of what she said, yeah, basically, they'll make the hits, the bangers
Yeah.
for TikTok and all of that now. Then, while that's burning, they'll try and make another one. So literally just like microwave popcorn.
Yeah, it's
as soon as they eat
literally that.
put another one in the microwave,
Yeah,
try.
and then make their money. Even the reason
That's
why
meant to carry them through. That's their model.
that your
Bro,
the
they're
model
looking
you're talking
instant
about.
success.
Yeah,
Short
the
term.
model you're talking about is when back in the day, like people like Michael Jackson were actually selling hard copy. People were running to the shop to buy that piece of plastic. Nowadays,
They'll stand on stage and
just-
people are fainting.
Nowadays we just download.
No
on
one's
our phone,
paying for anyone on
and
stage
that's like
these days.
10p.
Yeah, I understand, but what I'm saying is you have a core audience, right?
Yeah.
If you build a core audience and a core fan base, they will always be with you. These willy-nilly fly by of the night rappers and these artists, they make their hit song, cool. they get their audience, the TikTok audience. They're never gonna be once you hit 24, you're not listening to Body Oddy Oddy and these crap songs anymore. You get what I mean? You want to go back and listen to real music. So that's what I'm saying. With the people that might not be making their money off TikTok right now, long term for them, it's gonna be better.
But you need to understand, a lot of people don't consume music the way you do.
No,
Yes.
a lot of people need to start though.
Yeah, but they don't.
But it's harder for the younger generation to start because, like you said, the TikTok era is what they're used to. That's their norm. Your norm
They
is
don't know
more
any
so
different.
the consumers.
Yeah, so
and you actually like really value what a music artist does. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Obviously,
production. And
yeah.
people care. Like that art of is just gone now because those same people that are making microwave music, they'll become streamers and then make their money that way, or they'll
dive into something else.
Yeah, they're not trying to be artists
not trying to
forever.
be
They're not trying to make their music last the test of time.
But is that not our fault then?
Yeah,
'Cause
the
we're
way
not-
that the music is consumed.
We're not pushing through the right people, and it really and truly it's a consumer's business. We are the people that are pushing through these specific artists. We need to start pushing through the artists that are really making the right music, and that's why I come on every week and try and tell you a different song of the week, someone different to listen to, just because it's the artists that need to get to the top. It's not the artists that are at the top. It's not the artists that are making the one tune that will just fly on TikTok. It's the ones that need to be there because at the end of the day, they're the ones that are really putting in the work and really going for the music industry.
I hear you to an extent, but then the flip side of it is like they both said, some artists aren't looking to be an artist long term. One can make a hit.
Looking to flip, then they'll just move
that's
into
what-
something
One
else.
one can make a hit, like a banging hit, and then think, all right, this is gonna open me up to the acting industry, for instance. This is gonna
Yeah.
open me up to the presenting industry,
Yeah.
all that kind of stuff. So,
But that's why it's our fault though.
No, but at the same time, they look if I'm that artist, I'm thinking, all right, this is gonna open up multiple doors.
Yeah.
No, I'm not looking to stay in that one lane. Do you know what I mean? So obviously, it is partly the fans or consumers' fault, but
it's the consumer's fault because the way in which the world consumes music has changed. So we can advocate for a better quality of artists all we want, but ultimately, even if we stream that song like X amount of times, the way in which they make their money is not the same way. So ultimately, that artist is gonna just give up or just go into obscurity because the people that are making money are the people that are getting the clicks. So they're making the music that people are listening to more frequently, if that makes sense. So it's kind of like a chicken and egg situation because the people that are paying those like microwave music, they care about that because they're making their money back quicker, and it's just a cycle.
But that's why I'm still a person that likes to buy. I'm a person. I music. I love it. So I'm still a person that buys vinyls.
Yeah.
I'll literally buy people's albums on. I have
Yeah,
Spotify and
so-
I'll go on iTunes. I know I'm a different type of
I
person.
always say you've got a very old school mindset with a lot of things.
I
And
understand
music portrays that in you a lot as well.
Yeah,
I
I,
understand,
used
but
to buy music
That's
as
like
well, and then
that's your personality in general.
I just need people to really. We can't. And I just don't want people to push through this crap, man. I love music so much that I need people to really push through what is the real.
I think one thing I will say about it is though, the cream always rises to the top.
But sometimes the cream just is sitting in the fucking cupboard.
Even that analogy, yeah, it can be sitting in a cupboard for so long. Eventually, it will just come. And you don't like that core audience throughout that time has been with them throughout the whole of their career, and somehow they're still there. They're still doing what they need to do, and that's how it always gets bigger.
I don't think so, you know.
That's why I said
I
sometimes
think
the cream
the
sits
core
in the
was-
cupboard.
The superstar. I
Yeah.
think those days are gone.
The core would stay there, but your core wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Big
The,
enough for you
yeah,
to
it wouldn't
like,
be the actual core it should be, basically.
Because like, if you think about it now, who's the last superstar we've had?
Beyonce.
Exactly. And she's been out for how long?
Yeah, she's been
There's
here.
not been no
She's been here.
new. There's no new superstars. So that's why I feel like those days are kind of gone. So the cream might not rise to the crop because nowadays there's so much variety in music that in order to have that level of pandemonia, the world would have to change. Like those days, like the world, the way in
what
which
genre
you can,
though?
No, bro. There's Beyonce, Taylor Swift. Like, think about all the super duper stars that you. Okay, think about who can
superstar.
sell out a certain stadium. Who can sell out stadiums? That's superstar status.
Yeah.
There's not many people in the
There's
world
not
that can sell out stadiums. Adele, Ed Sheeran, Beyonce, Taylor Swift.
That's it.
Ushers don't go to stadiums, bro.
Usher's not going to stadium.
Bruno Mars can do it. Yeah, Bruno Mars can do it. His fan base is ridiculous.
He's actually got a very
like,
big range in terms of
Bruno Mars can do it. Then you have to get.
I didn't realize how much Americans love him,
bro. It's crazy.
Like listening to the athletes, actually they're like Bruno Mars concerts.
So that's why it's like I
You might be right, you know.
And even a lot of the old school artists,
music is
a lot of the old school artists have to come on tour together to sell out an arena. They can't sell it out by themselves. I'll be honest, I love Jodeci, but that man can't sing. The man coming on stage right now, brother.
I wouldn't call them superstars.
No, but that's
though.
a great example, though. No, Jodeci and them, and all those 90s artists, though, they're really good examples of what I'm talking about in terms of consuming music and how we consume music. Because the mere fact that they can do that is because of the way in which they used to people went out to buy it, so their core audience is still with them.
Yeah.
Yes, they have to get together to do it, but Ice Spice and them in 20 years ain't selling out nothing altogether.
No.
I don't think she's selling out now.
I Spice needs to stop.
Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Exactly, but that's what I'm saying. It's the way in which things are.
They're cooked,
it's
man.
a different time. Different
I
time.
won't say cooked, bro. It's the time, bro, and how they're marketed. The roots that.
Do you think we could ever go back to what we were, or we never going to go back
It's
to?
the way it's technology now.
I think to an extent. I think things like tend to come back around.
Yeah, I think every cycle
with
comes
music,
in.
But music.
We're dressing like it's the 90s. We may as well try and bring the music back like it's the 90s.
Yeah.
But everyone's
Everyone's flaring, innit?
It then goes back to.
Flaring like they got parachutes on their ankles.
It then this guy acts like he hasn't flared all his life.
Am I flaring now?
It then goes back to like the appreciation of albums, for instance. I think you previously mentioned that like people don't actually read, like even me, I don't get excited if an artist got an album anymore.
Me neither.
Like rarely, unless they're more or less. Now it's just like if an Afrobeat artist got an album, I'll be more inclined to get, because they're the ones that I'm like, all right, cool, blah, like the quality over the course of an album. So then goes back to, like you said, the actual time and effort that they're putting into it, the craft, etc.
Africans are the new superstars, though. If anyone's gonna sell out stadium next, it's gonna be one of them, because they've been actually doing. Let's not lie. Burna Boy's tried to do it a couple of times.
Yeah,
Wiz has tried to do it.
He done London Stadium.
Yeah,
a few times.
And
Wiz
he's done London last year and then Wembley this year.
Wiz should have done it for the other album. He did it for the album after Made in Lagos. Yeah.
Made in Lagos.
Yeah, he did it for the other album after that. I don't even remember it. So we should have done it for that one. Shaq's on that trajectory right now where he could possibly sell out a stadium for one night.
I always feel like there's a fine line. Like obviously as an artist, selling out a stadium is probably the peak, but you should also gauge like an arena might be the best thing for it. Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. It's like when Ashak had first done his first
the one
in Brixton,
I was there.
Obviously before the Met, what, a couple days. People were like, "Oh, he sold out all 3 days. He should do the O2 instead." And I was like, "No, let him actually. He needs to start off, and he needs to actually understand
how to perform.
Because I've seen artists back in the day, for instance, not even a dig, but J Hus. When J Hus first come out, he's always been loved, but he didn't really know how to perform. It took him a couple years. Like then I went to shows after, and I was like, stage presence, everything's there.
Yeah.
Stormzy, for instance. Stormzy's one of the best performers I've seen.
Yeah.
Like I'll always say that still to this day. Like he's an artist on stage.
Yes.
Whether you actually like his songs or not, that's a different story. But he'll make you enjoy his show.
Yeah.
He knows like the stage maneuver, everything, like the presence, boom. So, and that's going back to Ashake, I was like, bro, you can't just throw man into a deep end of let him do O2 as his first show. It's like, bro, let him actually start off. And then he'll be like, okay, cool, I'm ready to do O2.
Yeah, because what do you call it? Wizkid's Made in Lagos tour felt like a money grab. Because there was no
the Made in Lagos tour? Are you sure? The one that he was doing at the O2 Arena, or the one he did?
And he done like 3 shows.
Where were the performers? Where were the dancers?
No, he was up there just singing the album. He was
Right.
singing.
Yeah.
That's
That's
what
my point. That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
Your lip sync
How
battle.
you got?
Yeah.
I think I got the
O2.
I got the worst out of the 3 days. I didn't get no guests or the limited guests. I remember people were saying, and like like you said, the dance aspect. I was like, bro, it was
Where
just
were the
Wizkid.
lights?
Yeah.
Where was the smoke? You just had Wizkid there. I said, wow.
And the thing, Wizkid is so sick to see live as well.
He's actually a performer.
He's
Yeah.
so
I said,
sick.
This is what you made us do.
Was it years ago he done in the
Ends
O2? No, he done it in the Ends
O2
Fest. It was
Arena.
like
He was sick at
he,
it.
there was a fest. It was like Made in Africa Festival or something
Yeah,
like
I
that.
know what you're talking about. Yeah,
And
yeah.
then
Oh, yes,
he
I
was like the
remember.
main bro. That's one of the best shows I've been. I remember Naomi Campbell
Wizkid.
came out. Tiwa Savage, like bro, I was like Wizkid, top 10, like.
creme de la creme.
And then when I then went to Made in Lagos, I was
said,
like,
wow,
bro,
it was
like
a money grab.
I don't think it was. I don't think it was a money grab. I think he had to go on tour for the album though.
He did, but like put the money behind it.
No,
but
he
then
was-
it's funny because was it either just
He's
before
trying to retain all the
or I
money.
think
Yeah.
just after he done the one at Camden Roundhouse. You know
that
when
was after.
That's
was
what
it us that went?
Yeah,
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 because
that was
I got a ticket that day.
The one they took your phones.
Yeah, literally.
yeah.
Obviously for the listening part, I was like, bro, there was craft in this. Do you know what I mean?
You thought about it.
Yeah.
Maybe later you didn't think about
I
it.
was like, I don't even know any of the songs, but I was like,
like it?
But the
You
songs were
enjoyed
good.
yourself?
yeah, bro.
Songs
Like,
were
enjoyed
good.
yourself.
I was like really, so I can sing lyrics like I heard it yesterday,
Yeah.
even though it's the first time. So
Anyway,
yeah.
as well. Still love Wizkid.
Oh yeah, no, Garro. Wiz is Wiz, man. Get me? But
Let's wrap it up.
I mean, that song of the week.
That's just a music discussion.
Was
I
it
mean,
music?
we wanted to have one though.
Nah, Jacob can talk about music for hours,
Yeah,
bro.
nah.
So yeah, but yeah, we shall wrap it up. Denice, thank you very much for joining for a
Oh,
different
thank you
lens
for
pod.
having me, guys. It was lovely.
This has been fantastic.
Yeah, I had a great time.
Absolutely brilliant.
Yeah.
I lied.
Okay.
It's been great, man. It's been great. And to be fair, I know, obviously, I've known your personality, etc. for time, but I wanted to see how you approach it. And initially, like the messages, I was like, I was like, okay, cool.
What?
But I know
What do you mean?
No, like just in the sense that I feel like when people are coming on camera,
Yeah.
it's like they're always going to be slightly hesitant, and we spoke about that like
Yeah.
with
Oh, okay.
a few of our guests. Like it's either whether they feel comfortable, not me thinking you're not going to feel comfortable,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
whether they feel comfortable. Am I going to have to constantly ask someone, for instance, like etc., which is fine as well. If someone says no, I didn't think you'd say no anyway, but it's just like the approach to it and everything. Like not you, but just in general. I always think about this when inviting
Yeah.
our guests. But with you, I was like, I know what you're like. I need you on anyway, regardless. And then,
Well, anyway, I'm
boom,
here.
like, it's brought out this beautiful performance from
Oh,
yourself.
so lovely, lovely
back to rap, man. Get her on for, yeah.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure.
No, it was lovely.
Yeah,
You
absolutely
guys keep
enjoyed
doing
it.
your thing.
Yes, and hopefully you'll join us again at another time.
Do not be a stranger, yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, just providing I get,
The
kicks
box.
in the box.
Listen, that's only one person you've got to address that with.
That's not a problem.
But no, I'm joking. Yeah, I
be
won't be
there.
a stranger.
If you message Insta or whatever, me and DJ ain't replying to that one.
You gonna say Jacob?
I'll just message a group. Jacob, you got mail. And that's it. But yeah, no, like I said, really appreciate you coming on. Fantastic episode. Love to everyone for watching, listening. Obviously, we're on multiple platforms, whichever suits you. And yeah, just keep on supporting, and we shall provide for you guys as much as possible. Because without you guys, we are nothing. That sounds such cliche, but
Literally.
hey, I've been learning. Yes, and of course, most importantly,
Happy Sickle Cell Awareness Month, and give people that have sickle cell money, Joe. Send anybody that you know that has sickle cell, send them money. Joe, send me money. Thank you. Okay, bye.
you mean Joe, the viewer, not Joe that's sitting on the couch.
You. Thank you.
It's Jake. Not Joe, Jake. So
man.
yeah, as Dej likes to say,
You tell a friend to tell a friend.
Jacob.
Like and subscribe.
And yeah, obviously we're gonna sign out. Joe MBT signing out.
Dej signing out.
Jacob signing out.
Oh, Denise signing out.
Yeah. She said purr, you get me?
Thank you
Peace.
for listening.
Woo, woo,
That
woo.
was fun.
That was fantastic.